get like Amazon Prime or something, or get actually better yet, I highly recommend investing in Twitch Turbo. Same price as a single sub, and you won't get ads ever again on any person's stream at all. I think it's kind of a bit of a hidden thing for Twitch, and they don't really explain it very well, and people don't really know about it. But especially for someone who is a streamer, like amateur or otherwise, Twitch Turbo is the same cost as a subscription to a streamer. It gives you no ads on any stream, and it also gives you extra storage space for your VODs, which is not necessarily a big deal if you're the kind of person who is just putting them straight onto YouTube, which I kind of am doing now. But if you still want to have like a rotation of VODs on your channel, uh, I think Twitch Turbo gives like 30 days or something, whereas I think everyone else only gets 15 days. So I highly recommend it. I've got Twitch Turbo, and that's because I'm obviously quite a power user of Twitch. I don't get ads at all ever. What I don't get is how Amazon Prime actually costs less than a Twitch sub, but yet you get everything else with it. It would be cheaper to make a new Amazon account for every person you want to do. Yeah, I think that's just a, I think that's just a thing about Amazon and marketing, right? Like is it Amazon Prime is a loss is not the core product is the delivery part. It's Amazon, right? And the Twitch edition is more to get people funneled into the Twitch service to actually watch it rather than the other way around. It's not getting people from Twitch moved over to Amazon. It's getting people from Amazon moved over to Twitch, and that's why they offer it at a cheaper price. If I watch at least 5 streamers every week, you'd consider Turbo. Yeah, but Turbo's. I mean, yes, I get wanting to, this is me sitting here as someone who wants people to subscribe. Obviously, I get wanting to subscribe, and I get wanting to support people, but you literally could pay for one sub equivalent and get no ads ever on any stream at all. Not single, not Amazon Prime. I'm talking about Twitch Turbo. You'll never get an ad on Twitch again through Turbo. The way it's going. Do you happen to know the Whole Foods benefits of Amazon Prime? No. Do we have one? Zeta's point is he doesn't sub to anyone, but he does, doesn't he? Does it not? Oh, which is cheaper again. True. Okay. I kind of get it. All right, I get what you're saying. All right. Yeah, you don't sub to anyone, which is cheaper again. That makes sense. I thought when you said you and It's KLOL are the only ones for me, I'm like, yeah, subscribing wise, that makes sense if you're having 2 subscriptions a month. But then I realized that you don't subscribe, so you don't sub to me at all. So that makes sense. Yeah, that's what you said. That's what you said. But we're not the only streamers you watch, though, right? You watch other streamers, don't you? I mean, you watch like Jalen and stuff, right? So I presume there are other ones that you watch occasionally. Anyway, beside the point. I think you were right. You don't care about watching ads. Okay, fair enough. You're right though. Like if you watched more, then it makes sense. It makes complete sense to do it. But yeah, you're right. If you're not someone who watches Twitch generally enough, especially someone who's at university and should be studying anyway, which you are doing, which is really good. You shouldn't be worrying too much about it. So yeah, completely fair. Anyone else though, and for anyone else, if you're a big Twitch watcher, I watch Twitch all the time. Like I've got it on all day, literally all day, in the background of when I'm working from home and when I'm sitting on the computer. Only now is the only time I don't actually have one on. And actually, I was gonna actually open up. We just missed it. I don't know if any of you were watching, but they just showed live the Mars rover helicopter, and they just showed the helicopter actually take flight, which was really cool. I was gonna show it, but it happened like 8:45, so we were a few minutes short, and I couldn't find a good clip to watch with you all. But I pretty much am watching Twitch. Yeah, we can show it. It's just a clip. Like it would just be a clip. I could show it. Hang on, let me have a look. All right, let's show it. I'll show you. Let's watch it together. See if I can find a YouTube clip. NASA, Mars. Oh yeah, actually first thing comes up. Mars helicopter. Yeah, they literally just released it 10 minutes ago. Let's see. I have desktop audio off because this is going to be super loud. I gotta skip through to it.
Can we generate enough lift and fly in a Martian atmosphere? And I think
Okay,
this
let's have a look.
flight will indicate that for sure, and will answer that question. And
It's not a long clip.
We received Mars 2020 telemetry, confirming that we received Mars
Yeah.
2020 events, confirming that we
Big
received
DMCA by
helicopter
NASA.
data products.
Is this it? Ah, hang on. Yeah, they got it. It's here. They got it. So I think when they show it, it's not a lot.
This flight control confirming that we have EVRs from Ingenuity. Ingenuity is reporting having performed spin up, takeoff, flying.
So this is them proving that they've done it, receiving the telemetry.
Descent, landing, touchdown, and spin down.
Yeah, they got it. So they got the telemetry. Then they actually later received legitimate video. So I think that happens here. So they receive an image, and then later they actually receive video. I think that's here.
Yeah, everyone's really.
I think
really
this here.
So we're gonna wait for the Perseverance rover image.
Yeah, this is what they're waiting for. There it is. So, literally video from the rover of their little fucking helicopter drone flying in Mars. It's so cool. Yeah, I watched it. I managed to catch it because I follow NASA on Twitch, and I recommend following NASA on Twitch because they'll come up every now and again, and it's obviously going to be something legit. And so I saw him live. I was like, all right, let's get in on it.
So yes, explain what we just saw with the Perseverance image.
So
I think it only comes up once.
Image is showing us grounded at.
So there it is. You can see it moving.
It's actually a video, which is great. It's grounded at first, and then shows us hovering our 3 meters above the.
Do they replay it? I don't think they replay it.
Back down. It's amazing, brilliant. Everyone is super excited.
So I would.
Yeah, that's just a continuation. Anyway, that's yeah, that was awesome. I really like that. I love watching space stuff like this, and I wish we had better. I wish it was better timed, because that's obviously really early in the morning for them. Probably like 4 a.m. Wherever they are at the moment, 3 a.m. something like that. So it's very tough to get it at the right time, especially like space launches and stuff, because they're never doing that early. You try to catch things live, but the coverage these days are always in so much more detail that it's a bit of a waste to watch live. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, if you're not the kind of person who wants to, be there for history, I'm often not. I don't mind watching it afterwards, because you can get a summarized version of it really quick. So I certainly don't mind doing it like that anyway. Anyway, I think let's move on. Let's welcome to the week. Welcome to the week. I haven't even said welcome to the week yet. So this week, not much different. There's one thing that's different, and I mentioned this previously. It's the start of my solo streamer biggest loser challenge. All right. So I've weighed myself earlier on, and every 2 weeks from now I will update that. And if I have not lost weight or I have gained weight, it will cost me, because I have to keep the one sub. All right, I'm only going to do it like that at the moment, just because small streamer. I don't want to risking bankrupting me because I'm getting fat. That would be the literal worst. So Scott Manley on YouTube is a dude to watch for space news stuff. If you guys never heard, I've never heard of him, but I'll try and I'll reach out. I'm in work mode. I'll catch up on YouTube and stuff. Fucking hell, I'm struggling with my words today. Anyway, yeah. So stream biggest loser. So I weighed myself today. and I've set up my stop it. I've set up my little text thing, so should be. Oh, God, where's my hands mirrored down here? Okay, in a second I'll show it come up. So basically, then every 2 weeks from now, I will update it, and if I've lost weight, I'm good. I'm free. Okay, and if you don't look back, trust me. I don't disagree, but I look so much different when I'm down in the low 80s and higher 70s, and I go back and forth. This is the heaviest I've ever weighed, but when I do fluctuate a lot, so I'll go up and down like quite consistently. Year on year. Like one year I'll be 80, another year I'll be 88. You know, another year then the next year I'll be back down to like 76. I have to find the graph that shows my weight trending up and down since 2015. It's easily done it more than I'd say 3 times. I'll actually see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it in a way that doesn't show that doesn't dox me. Let's see if it comes up. I just want to check here. Yeah, I think this works. So you can see. Unfortunately, you can't see it on the website. But that's my weight. All right. So you can see it going from here where my finger is, and how much the weight has sort of moved. You can actually see it trending. You can see how much it goes up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And then there's a big drop. There was a massive drop off. And now you can see how it's really come up. And you can basically blame COVID for that. To be like the heaviest I've ever weighed. But yeah, I'll float between like 80, 88 and 90, and then drop all the way back down to low 80s, which is actually I look a lot better in my low 80s, or even better down here in the low 70s. You can sort of see where that's going. That trends downward into under 80 kilos. It was like 78, and that was back in 20. It's a bit blurry. That was back in 2019, essentially. I lost 7 kilos in 2018. So yeah, turn it upside down. It's a Bitcoin price curve. Exactly right. So what I'm hoping is that, and unfortunately, even in the last couple of weeks, I've trended upwards still at 96. But hopefully that means that I can put a concerted effort in and get myself back down to somewhere healthy. And you can even see the line. Like you can see the line where it literally says overweight and healthy. So I'm very much overweight. Actually, according to this, I've been overweight for the better part of 5 years. There's only been like a 4-month period down here where I wasn't. So it's pretty much a hey Tom, how are you? Hope you're doing well. We're talking about my weight, and that I'm now holding myself accountable by tracking my weight on stream, so that if I gain more weight, I'll have to give subs. All right. I thought that was you thought that was a stock chart. It does look like a stock chart. It's actually cool. Like I've been pretty good at tracking my weight for using the same scales for nearly 6 years now. So you can see how that weight has progressed since I was 25 years old, because that there is back in 2015. And so every single year, basically every single year other than 2021 and 2017, I'd lost weight overall. So anyway, if you were looking at that, you've probably got a reasonable idea around. I did show my phone with it open. I'll just make sure I didn't dox myself. I did not. You have a reasonable idea about how much I weigh at the moment. So if we go into it here, so this is first weigh-in, right? So I'm not giving a sub first weigh-in. But my weight is here. All right, 96 kilograms. That was on the dot today. That's interesting data. You might give someone some stats. Yeah, it's really cool data. It tracks mine's a what's the brand? They're owned by Nokia now. It's a Withings scale. And I've had it since 2015. It's starting to get a little bit old now and starting to get a little bit shit. So it's probably due for a replacement. But I have been a little bit less consistent about weighing myself lately. This year, I've probably only weighed myself maybe 2 or 3 times, which I really shouldn't have. I should be a little bit more. Hey, SB, how are you? I really should be a little bit more consistent. But when I was at my peak of weight loss, I'd weigh myself every single day at the same time, and it was looking super cool. The way it would actually do it. Are you mindful of what time of day you weigh yourself? Close on after toilet. I'm not at the moment. I'm not at the moment because my my diet's kind of all over the place, so it doesn't really matter. When I was, yeah, it is. It's with things. Yeah, is that not what I said? Yeah, 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 with it is with things, and then they changed the brand to Nokia, and then they changed it back to Withings because they liked it better. Does your sub have anything to do with your weight? No, it doesn't. Actually, your sub has to do with the winner of Trivia Motor Party 2 on Friday night. that's that's who that's how that got there. So when I was at my peak weight loss, I was doing that while I was fasting. And so I was very consistent because I was doing one meal a day. I would eat at between 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock, and I'd always weigh myself before food. So I would go the whole day, and I would get to I think Jack Chotto was the one who won Trivia Motor Party 2. So you can thank Chotto because Chotto was the one who gave it to you. It was just after you'd left too. Chotto had won Trivia Motor Party and then decided you'd have the gifted sub. So that's why you're here. How about putting the scales right next to your bed so you can weigh yourself right as you stand out of bed? Might be quite costing. Yes, but again, if you didn't eat much, say if you didn't eat much for dinner, at least it would be time consistent, right? Because then it would be a constant that you would then be able to work around, and you would be able to then say, oh well, then I need to change my diet if I want my weight to shift a certain way by that particular part of the day. But for me, when I was at the peak of my like efforts to lose weight, I'm probably going to go back to this way because it just really works for me. The intermittent fasting is that you would because I'd eat at the same time every day. I would then wait till just before that cycle and then weigh myself, and that's when I would be the lightest without fail. I'd be absolutely the lightest at that point, even including water and Coke Zero because these were like exempt for me. Food would average out over time. It does over a longer period of time. However, if you're trying to compare yourself on like a week by week basis, one day can really crap that up, right? Like if your goal is only to lose 1 kilo a week, and then you eat a big meal before you weigh yourself, you could be over, when in reality you're not, because that week prior when you weighed yourself, you were empty stomach or something like that, you know. There's actually a good video. It's a Veritasium video that he actually does an experiment around weight loss and weighing yourself on the scale. So most people say and they claim that they weigh less after you've been before you go to the toilets. You weigh less as soon as you get up in the morning, and in reality, actually, you don't. You weigh slightly less because of the sweat that you lose, but most people actually weigh about the same. It's that they don't realize that they're thinking about after they've been to the toilet in the morning, and after you've been to the bathroom in the morning, after you've slept all night. That's obviously when you're lightest at that point in the morning. So yeah, I'm very inconsistent with my food. I am at the moment. I was very, very consistent, and I completely dropped the ball due to COVID. And so now I'm gonna try and get back to that consistency. I've now got a financial incentive to do so because it's going to cost me money if I don't, and half that money goes back to me, but half goes to Amazon, and I'm not really up for giving Bezos money for the sake of giving Bezos money. So you can see, for those who haven't seen it yet, there's my weight loss. So I'll only do this every 2 weeks. I'm not going to do this on a weekly basis at the moment, just because if I do end up gaining weight, then it's going to be $9 Australian a week, which is getting a little bit tough. I may as well buy a gym membership if that's going to be what's happening. 96 is literally the heaviest I've ever weighed in my adulthood. I've never weighed more than this, so it's going to be a bit weird getting down from there. How do you keep fit? So I do run. I run 3 days a week at the moment, and I average probably around about the right now. I probably average about 3 kilometers a run per run. It's about 9Ks a week or so, which is not enough yet. It's not enough to really start getting my weight down. You don't burn many calories running. You mostly burn calories through the diet. If you're running, you do running for cardiovascular health. Last year when I was running properly, I was probably averaging more like 8 to 9 kilometers per session, which was way more. And then I was actually losing weight because of calories burnt was starting to get much higher. So Weigh yourself, then take crap, then weigh yourself again. Your data now contains the weight of. Yes, it does. Correct. You're very true. Very true. And so, Tom, the other part too is I used to lift a lot. Like, I've been very inconsistent about it, but I've basically in my adulthood, I've always been weightlifting. I have unfortunately not weightlifted much at all in the last 7 or 8 months. Actually, it's longer now. It's probably closer to probably 12 months now since the last time I did it because the gyms in New South Wales closed in April of last year, and then I never went back to the gym. I have my own little gym set up, but I haven't lifted often enough to consider it proper weightlifting again. Um, I highly recommend it. Absolutely recommend it. It's one of the best decisions I ever made in my youth to start doing it. It just makes you feel substantially better, and it makes you more confident. It makes you feel better. It makes you feel stronger. It's just better every way. Zeddy, you have the same joke every week. I'm not even acknowledging it at this point. It's the same. It's the same joke every single time we play Satisfactory. So yeah, I highly recommend it. Highly recommend weightlifting as a form of exercise because it's good. That's yeah. I don't really have much else to say about it, to be 100% honest. Yeah, so let's see how we go. In 2 weeks, on the 3rd of May, I will weigh myself again. If I'm less, all good. We keep going. Goal. I don't have a goal listed here. My goal weight's probably 78 kilos, so 18 kilos down. 78 kilos would be the goal. So the app that I just showed before, so this one, 78 is the bottom of that curve. So down here. Here. So that curve, that's 78 kilos back to the bottom. So that's where I want to go. And I looked like that. I weighed that much just before I went to China in when was that? 2020, late 2019. I went to China back in September, October 2019. Like quite literally 2 months before COVID started there, which was probably quite lucky because I didn't go to Wuhan, but I was within that region in 2 months prior to it. So yes, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the luck. I'm hoping it doesn't come down to luck in the end. I'm hoping that once I get back to being consistent with my diet, less about my diet, more about just when I eat and my calorie intake, and then my exercise, it'll start coming down for good. What's cipher? Oh yeah, so we'll get to this part too. All right, so let's park the weight stuff. All right, this is we'll leave this like this. What I might do is I'll leave it there for now. We'll leave it showing. I guess what I might do is I might expand on it a little bit. Maybe just add a little command for weight loss command, and then people can look it up themselves. So that you can see how things are going, and then we'll revisit it on the 3rd of May. So that'll be Monday, 2 weeks from now. Reminder: no stream next Monday. I'm traveling in Melbourne this weekend, so this stream won't be happening next week. So keep that in mind now that you're here. All right, so let's turn our attention. What are we doing this week? So Satisfactory today, as per normal. You sorry you ruined Justin. No, you didn't ruin anything, Zeta. Don't stop apologizing. Don't worry every day. Is this updated by you? Did someone actually write an API? No. This is literally just going to be me manually updating this number. This is just the OBS text that I'll just be adding in. I'm not that good. Trust me. It's not. It's just me measuring myself on the scale at 8 o'clock, and then writing this down. Memorized it, and then when I got here to do it, I was like, "Well, that's easy to remember. 96.00." So I'm going to write that down. Yeah, that's it. There's nothing measured by this. I'll be doing the math myself when it comes down to it. I'll be honest about it. I'm not going to measure on stream. I'm not going to record or anything like that. You just have to trust that I'm right, and I have an incentive to be accurate, right? If I gain, I gain. Like there's no fudging the numbers as far as how my health goes. So I need to be honest with myself, and I'll make sure I am. So, what do you mean? What do you mean you stuffed up just chatting? I don't get it. Stop it. Stop worrying. All right, just relax. Anyway, this week, all right. Satisfactory. All right. If you're here to watch, if you were here to watch my droll sultry tones while I play 2.5 hours of Satisfactory, well then, good luck. You can sit there and lurk while you watch me play. Today we're going to work on melee weapons so that I can beat the monsters surrounding my coal, so I can build a coal. We also I did buy Galazzo. Yes, we are going to play it. I got your recommendation. It was cheap, and I thought, well, let's play it. Why not? We may as well have a go. I want to do something different. We do the same things every Wednesday. Also for Satisfactory, we're on update 4, so we see if we can do a little bit of exploration on this new update. Maybe we'll get somewhere with that. Wednesday, we're going to play these 3 games. I actually only own Galazzo, so I need to go and buy Thunder Wheels and Drug Fu. These may be subject to change, but this is the intent. So that's our multiplayer Wednesdays. If you want to know more about that, !! Wednesdays. That's our good opportunity to put that one in there. Remind me on that one. And then Friday, back to Jackbox as per normal. I've changed up Jackbox slightly. I really didn't get to do it how I hoped. So you can see Jackbox now coming up Friday. I've removed a couple of things. We're going to go back. We're just going to go down to 1 round of Blather Round, and we're actually going to start with What the Dub instead. People quite liked. If FIFA did remote play, okay, yeah, well that's good. I love FIFA. So yeah, we'll be starting with What the Dub now on Fridays. We'll cover this a little bit more on Friday, but then we're down to 1 round of Blather Round. And we're just shortening it a little bit because we get to like 3:30. People are sort of done by that point. I want to keep a little bit of crowd by the time we get to Drawful. Hopefully we can finish these streams up maybe a little bit early, maybe 1:30 to 2, so it keeps me from losing too much sleep. The reason being is I was massively hungover on Saturday morning, traveling to Central Coast, which is for those not around, is up in north part of Sydney, so quite about 2 hours away from Sydney, looking for houses, and I was on that train, that intercity train, with a shocker of a headache. yes, actually, CPG, my head looking just like that. So yeah, good call. Yes, you don't see balloons. So we don't have balloons coming up at the moment. I actually do want to play. I play balloons offline. It's like one of those offline games I play. I play it still quite frequently. It's a great pick up, put down game. Blather Round levels are so disappointing. Yeah, look, I know, but they have sort of dawdled off a little bit. The ones that have stuck around, the pros that have stuck around, actually stick around for the rest. So, you look at someone like Kitty. Kitty's here for. Kitty's good at TMP2 and Chammed Up and stuff, so she sticks around, and we normally have Big D's floating around for most of these anyway. So I don't think we're losing too much by dropping 1 round to Blather Round. I want to keep these a little bit more interesting and just keep them going and rotating. The other thing too, you suck, Zeta. Fucking, you said balloons. You're really close to a 24-hour ban. Saying balloons suck. Balloons is the best. Anyway, the other thing I've added too is if you want, if you've got your 25,000 points floating around, you can redeem a game of Jackbox now during the stream. For example, today, if you wanted to, your 25,000 points will get you 1 round of whatever you like, and we'll play it for you. It doesn't have to be on a Friday. It can be Monday. It can be Wednesday. It can be any time. So. Yes, so that's it. No stream this week. No stream on Saturday this week. I didn't have one last week. I wanted to, but I was too busy. I really did want to. I needed to. I want to put more hours into Satisfactory, and I wasn't able to get around to it. So we'll have to wait. It'll be next week Saturday, that there'll be one if there is one. This might struggle for a little bit because I'm very, very busy trying to do house hunting at the moment, which means my Saturdays aren't very clear, and I don't want them to be because I'm time limited at the moment. I'll get to the reason that I'm time limited in another stream. I can't really mention the reasons at the moment why. This also could potentially be a Sunday. So these are I actually didn't write that down. They're non-guaranteed streams. All right. I know most of you don't care, but if you're a dedicated No QT fan, there you go. These are non-guaranteed streams. All right. So there's a bonus ones. Next week, reminder, no stream Monday. Satisfactory multiplayer. I'm still not sure about this yet. Maybe. Cypher. Cypher is a cryptographic game. So think like Da Vinci Code style game where we have to basically crack the code. So you can do that. We can do it solo. We can do it as a group. Don't mind either way. But I want that to come up at some point. I don't know if this will be next week. It's coming up soon though. And then the last things is solo games. We'll do Satisfactory. So I've realized what I think we'll do is do Satisfactory up to Satisfactory maybe day 10, and then we're done. I'll play it on my own, and then we'll move on to a different solo game. Next solo game will be Kerbal Space Program, unless there's like emphatic excitement for me to continue on Satisfactory, which I don't think there will be. All good. Put off the Satisfactory multiplayer as long as you want. Yeah, you're so busy every week. Work every week. Yeah, fair enough. That's fine. I'm still pretty keen on Satisfactory solo for a while, so I'm gonna keep going. We're up to day 6 at the moment. So next Monday will be 7. We'll probably fit in an 8, and then a longer day 9, and then 10, and then we'll be done. We'll go to Kerbal Space Program. We'll do a bit of that. Yeah, house hunting. Yeah, so I'm looking for currently a bigger place than this. This is a bit too small now, so I need to go and find somewhere better. And I'm at the moment, the way Sydney's real estate prices are going, it is difficult because the prices are going up, and it's just pushing me further away. So at the moment, I live 25 minutes from work. And the way things are going at the moment, I'm going to be potentially living up to two and a bit hours from work by train, which is not ideal. Just get rich. Yeah. Well, I know. As is the solution to every problem, right? Just get rich. Yeah. I'm not even going to mention it, Zeta. It's not even a pun. You just put a hyphen there. What are you doing? No, that's not even a joke. Zeta, you say you use another Satisfactory pun, and I'm timing you out. All right, you're done. These are terrible. Nah, this shit. This shit. All right, it was funny. My partner is big on repeating jokes. She's big on repeating jokes, and I say it's funny the first time, all right, but the second I stop laughing, it's not that funny anymore. Just insists on keep going, say same joke over and over and over again. All right, and you're doing that, okay? And trust me, there's nothing you're doing that is letting me put up with it like my partner does. Yeah, you can hear her laughing. I know you can hear her. Yeah, you can hear it. She can hear what she knows. She knows that she does it, right? Repeating jokes. It is. Yeah, you can. Where is she? You know what you are. I can hear you laughing. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, see, Zeta. At least her jokes are cute. All right. So when she comes up with them, they're cute. They're not funny after the first time, maybe the second time, but at least they're cute. Yours are just no. Yours are just terrible. All right, dude. It's the same wordplay over and over again. Anyway, you're considering being more extreme. Okay. Well, I'd rather you were more extreme and different, and then didn't apologize for it after every single joke, than coming up the same one and then apologize straight after. Is it memes though? I don't know. You've got to be pretty good to come up with memes. Anyway, we've been talking for 40 minutes, so I need to start playing some video games. If you're happy to just sit in the background and lurk, feel free to. Happy to chat as well if you've got some stuff you want to talk about. I don't really have much to talk about today, in particular, so I'm going to turn Jackbox Q off. We always mainly talk with the full stream. I know you nearly got there. I know what you're trying to do. Sometimes you're trying to get me to talk for the whole stream. I will if you've got a topic you want to talk about. I still want to do, and so I'm doing it myself now. I still want to do shares stuff. I want to cover this. I actually wanted to go into non-fungible tokens because I think I sent it on Friday that I had gone and did some study and learned about them myself, and I kind of get it now. I think the term non-fungible tokens is a little bit, it's purposely slightly confusing. I think it just confuses people because you don't understand what fungibility means, but I get it now. we'll maybe try explain it maybe soon. You're just researching different smart scales now, quite range in price and brands. Yeah, I think one of the next things I wanted to invest as far as like health is maybe like a smart blood pressure monitor. I'm kind of big on health statistics of myself, so I wouldn't mind a blood pressure monitor so that I can measure my blood pressure on a daily basis and see how it changes over time based on certain things. So that's probably the next thing. But the smart scales I quite highly recommend. I'm not, my parents are the kind of people who used to be against scales. They didn't like that idea. And I've always felt the opposite. I've always felt as though you may as well know, because it's not one of those. It's not an opinion. It's literally the fact. It's literally you are this weight, and you may as. And for me, not knowing is kind of hiding your head in the sand if it's an opportunity for you to lose weight and be healthier. So I've always felt as though I'd rather know and at least know what I can do and have the option to if I want to, than not know at all. You get to see yourself die present a nice and great. Exactly. And I can then choose how I want to. If I want to become a beast like this, I can say, well, I now need to eat more and more and more and more, right? But I have the ability to intervene, knowing that my weight is skyrocketing. At least then it kind of compels me to go, well, shit, I need to cut it back, and take it down a little bit. Even if at the end of the day, being negative about it, even at the end of the day, it's just stalling you becoming fat. Well, that's better than nothing, kind of. Satisfactory. All right, let's play. Oh, is that super loud? No, it's not too loud. All right, we're good. Tell me if I start. I can already see myself starting to drop frames a little bit. I hope it doesn't do that. Is that me? Is that me doing that? It is. All right, no worries, Jack. Shit. What about that? Is it still doing it? Oh, actually, that's slightly better. That's slightly better. Okay, we might be all right. Yeah, it was doing it before, but we might be okay. I need to turn this down. Why is it so loud? It's reset all my fucking audio. Why has it done that? Get rid of that. I don't care about that. UI, dialogue, master. Let's turn master back up to 35. So it's because of the update, it's reset all my things. This is bullshit. Windowed full screen. Yes, that's what we want, and it's turned it all up to ultra because I don't want ultra. We literally want the lowest. We want some things high, maybe. What does that mean? What is BS? Is D-Bucks prices have increased? Yes, I have increased some of them. You want me to follow Harry? Yeah, it's the update has caused it for sure. All right, hang on. Give me a sec. I'll follow him. I need to log in. Sorry, I haven't logged in my Twitter ready to go. Why, Harry? Are you into what band's this one from? What's the band called? I forgot. Follows have to be ridiculous. Yeah, I'm concerned that this is the first one that coming to your mind though. All right. Trust me, you make me follow them. I'm not making it about me. I'm making it about you. Okay, they're your choice. So you thought of Harry Styles. Is there something you want to mention? Right? You came up with it. I would never have thought of Harry Styles. I don't even remember what band they're from. Like, what he's. What's that band? What's the band called? I literally don't remember. I seriously don't remember what band's called. One Direction, right? One Direction. Yes. One Direction. I remember now. Yeah. No, I seriously didn't remember. All right, we want unlimited. We want high. We want foliage quality low. View distance. We kind of want a pretty good view distance. That might be a little bit tricky for us though. Motion blur, log dithering, contact shadows. Any of these I want to increase? Probably not really. All right, let's apply. Do I want to apply the changes? Yes, I do. It's one direct. No, man, that's a 14-year-old joke. Texture quality. I think we're good for that. Audio. Yeah, audio's good. Network quality. English. Head bobbing 0. Camera. Yeah. Gameplay data. Gameplay data. I don't want to send gameplay data. Be gone. Arachnophobia mode. Nah, that's lame. Break notifications. What does that do? I don't know what that does. Execute build step. No. I can't believe these all got reset. That sucks ass. Thank you. Erections. Are you getting real called out? That's big F for Zeta. I need to work out why this is so one thing I did last week is that I actually increased my stream quality back up to 60 FPS, 1080 60 FPS. I don't know if you've noticed. For I think 3 weeks we trialed it at just 1080p at 30, and it was okay, but I didn't see any noticeable increase in viewership or anything like that. So no one gave me any particular feedback that said that they preferred it like that. I actually didn't. I didn't think it looked that good. So we'll be back at 1080p for at 60 for a bit. See how we go. If it doesn't work, we'll go back. Yeah, that's simple as that. I think I look better. I changed the lighting. You might have remembered on Friday. I mentioned I changed these lights. So there's one here and then there's one here. They're now up. They're now here up the top. They used to be down here, and it does look substantially better. It's just way better. How many D-Bucks do I have to donate for you to switch to KSP earlier? Look, you can poll it. Maybe if you can poll it, and if the consensus is they want me to change game, I'll change game now. Oh, well, not today. I want to play Satisfactory today, but I'll change game next week. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do game requests for D-Bucks, but you poll it if you want to get an opinion on whether I should change. I'll do what the people want to do. No issues whatsoever. I'm very much enjoying this, but I'm certainly okay to consider alternatives. All right, so we need to do melee weapons and we need to do Cole. So melee weapons was a milestone. I need to have a look at this. So we were up to. Oh, we actually did this. Awesome. So we now have the Xenobasher. So we need to get the Xenobasher. Q. Where is my? Will you disclose my tax file number if I poll it? I honestly, I didn't know if you were kidding, Zeta. I really didn't know. Thanks for letting me know that you were kidding. Alright. Be cool, man. Be cool. Be cool. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Xenobasher. Why? What do I need here? I need add to-do list. I can add this to to-do list here. Alright. I need the Xenobasher. What do you mean it's a calm down, bro. Calm down. I need 5 of these modular frames. I need 2 of these Xeno zappers. Wow. Okay. I need to get 1 more of these. Oh, I'll actually create one now. Let's do this now then. Okay, we got that one. Don't I not have 2? I have 2. Where's the second one? It's in my hands. That's why. Let's take it out. So I've got 2 of these. I need 100 something more of these wires. That's easy. And I need 12 of those. I need 5 modular frames. Okay, let's go and get these modular frames. One day you'll realize, man, people not overly sensitive about jokes. You'll be all right. How many of these we need? We need 5. 2. All right. What? It said I could create 6. What a rip-off. Module. Oh no, we have 5. Okay, that's cool. So we now need. I need 10. I've got enough. No, I need wire. Let's go over here and pick out my wire. Was what because of the update? No, I think the only thing the update has negatively affected is the settings. I don't think I've got any issues with anything else. I don't think. Although it is looking a little bit weird. I think I've turned these down maybe slightly too much. Things are looking a little bit overly cartoonish. Let me just change the video slightly. Let's go up. Let's go texture quality up, and let's see if that works. Am I? Is that alright? There's no delay on that, is there? Oh, there's a fucking delay. There's a slight delay. Alright, hang on. Hang on. My camera's gonna go away for a second. Alright. Alright, here we go. Let me reopen this camera so I can get myself back to where we were. Unfortunately, I don't have any other way to reset the camera other than closing the app. And then it does this. And then it'll zoom in properly. There you go. All right. I think we're good. We're good. All right, we're back. Yeah, so the update actually honestly, yeah, hasn't changed a lot. I'm not seeing super amount different. I have a sneaking suspicion that probably the things that it's updated, I haven't even unlocked. I haven't gotten to a point where I can unlock them yet, because it talked about like the tubes and stuff, and the tubes and stuff are probably later. Like if I have a look at vehicular transport, we don't have hyper tubes. No, we do. So this is new now. Encased industrial beam, steel pipe. So that's new. Shame you can't read the poll with this current poll. Is the poll open? Oh, it's even. You disabled them. Good call. Yeah, good call. We want a very legit view. All right. Let's get basic steel production then, because we do want this at some point. So let's get that for later. I still want to do coal first. I don't really care about basic steel production at the moment. I need to create that. Bar. So we've got one of these now. When you create a poll, there are checkboxes for debugging bits. Yes, there are. Yes, there are. All right, now we've got that. Okay, we can take that off our. Ooh. Give it a look. Yes. All right, this is gonna help us a lot to coal. So now we're actually just about done here. All we need to do now is we need to make ourselves a little portable miner, which we've got enough to do. And we need to get 10 concrete. Yeah, it's a cool sword. This is awesome. I love this thing. Let's go and get us some pollution. Finally. How do I do this? I don't want that much. That's too much. Let's put that back in like that. Alright, that'll do. 160. You need weapons. Yeah, you do, Jack. It's got what they say, very light combat. So you can see that thing there. That's not aggressive. So I don't need to attack that if I don't want to, because it's not going to attack me. But around some of the ores and stuff, there are monsters, and you have to kill them. It's not hard, but the weapon I had was just starting to get a little bit too difficult. I feel like Zeta, we should have a lot more fun with these polls in the future. Really, I'm taking full advantage. Agree. I watch streamers, and the mods are just on the poll all night, all day. Yeah, they're just going through it, doing weird shit. You're trying not to ruin it. You're not gonna ruin it. If I think you ruin it, you lose your mod. It's simple as that. Don't worry. You go hard. You know. Don't worry. Yeah, there are guns. I haven't got a gun yet. I'm not sure I actually need guns. But what we do need to go do now is let's go and do some coal. We might be able to finally solve our energy issue here, because our energy was just getting too hard. It's just too hard to manage. You do worry a lot, Zeta. I agree with EQ. You're not gonna. What do you mean by ruin me? You have less power than you think. Use your mod ship as a learning experience. Alright? Learning how to manage. Billy means to take your B card. Yeah, apparently. Apparently. It's gonna ruin me for other people. No. Not sure. Zeta, I'm not sure you have to defend yourself on that point. Alright. It's fine, don't worry. Okay, we've got our little pass, so we don't have to worry about. Did I actually keep that launch pad though? I don't even need that launch pad there anymore. So this was what, for those who were waiting, these little things here, I can take one with my old weapon, but I can't take two. They do just too much damage. They hit me, and I'm really not good at dodging. So what I might do here is I'll let me heat just up my health slightly. No, I don't want that. I want that. Should Zeta deal? Alright. Did y'all vote? There's still a little bit of time on the vote, and we've got a 2v2 here, and I haven't voted yet, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna be the tiebreaker, which I might very well be. So yeah, get in and have a vote. You set it to 10 minutes. Yeah, that's a good time, to be honest. Good job. We're gonna go around, and I'm gonna. What is that thing? What is that thing? All right, let's go and kill this dude. No, jeez, I hit hard. Oh, they still hit hard. Nice. This is way better. What is that? No, it's an enemy. Oh, I hit that thing off the edge. Oh shit. What's going on? Oh, I'm gonna take that. What's this thing? Another work in progress. Summer's loop work in progress. All right, we'll have it. Keep it for next time. Let's go and get those berries again. Yeah, tiebreaker. Well, the tiebreaker might just mean me voting. I mean, if it's a draw, presumably we're going to stay with Satisfactory because I'm playing Satisfactory. I think. All right, let's eat. Let's eat that. Let's go up. Let's go back now and kill these other ones. So there's two here, and this is where it's a challenge. I just cannot, for the life of me, dodge the fire. Oh. Alright, we got it. How's the stream quality? Is it bad? I know I'm looking at this myself, and it's a little bit down. Sort of dropping in and out. Let me just, I think I got everyone right. I don't have to sit here and defend. Okay. I can't see who has voted, no, but I can see that it's 2v2. I just want to go into Stream Manager because it will help me a little bit. Let's go into this. I'm just gonna review. Just want to check this bitrate. The bitrate. Can you give me a number? I don't want to see the little green line. I couldn't care less about the little green line. Okay. We might be alright. Let me know if the stream starts to drop a bit. Just good feedback for me to know next time if I need to change things. You voted. No comment on what I did. Yeah, of course you did Satisfactory. If it wasn't for Satisfactory, you'd lose your great joke. Yeah. Well, come up with something for KSP that's not just, you're all gonna fuck some Kerbals. Oh god. I'm getting as bad as you. Fuse broken. One of your power grids are shut down. Hey, that's cool. That's new notifications. I like that. All right, we're gonna create our coal. We're gonna create our miner. I want to go this way. You're glitching a bit. Spin wheel is the best way of democracy. I agree. I need to get stuff like that going. I don't think I'm dropping frames. My bitrate monitor doesn't seem to suggest that I'm dropping frames. I even see myself on my OBS starting to get a little bit glitchy. Let me just drop the view distance slightly. I don't really think we need this too high. We'll keep the light quality medium, and we'll keep the texture quality high. Yeah, I think that's fine. That's fine. We don't need we don't need a huge draw distance. As long as we can see our space elevator, we should be right. You think I'm dropping frames? I'm looking at my bit rate, and the bit rate's just a tiny, crappy little green line. I'm sitting at around the 5,800, which is normal for streaming. I don't my own stream that I'm showing. I look okay. Doesn't look too it doesn't look too bad. So let me know. Let me know if it's need to up my cooling. Yeah, I need to improve. I don't know. Is it a graphics card problem? Is it cooling? I don't think it's. I don't actually think this gets that hot. Maybe. I don't know. I've hardly checked it. I didn't buy this computer expecting to stream. So, when was the last time I cleaned out the dust? Probably earlier in the year. I have done it. I did it. I think I did it earlier in the year. So probably about 3 or 4 months ago. You should also have the Steam FPS counter on. How do I turn that on? That's actually a good idea. I actually wish I could do that a bit better. My CPU usage, according to OBS, is actually really good. 5%. It's actually very good. Don't really have much issues with that at all. Do I use 2 PCs? No, I don't. No, I don't. Which is you know that because I've shown things that are TOS on stream. Is it glitching again? Can I get over there? Can I connect that? How do I do that? Invalid aim. Like that. Nice. Alright. Glitching. Oh, I do want to do that though. Oh yeah, I can see myself glitching a little bit. You're right. I'm dropping frames. I'm dropping frames on my OBS. Well, it doesn't say I'm dropping frames. I'm just going down frames. So I think it's doing that on its own. Interesting. Alright, doesn't matter. We might just have to live with it. As long as my audio still sounds okay, I think I'm okay with it. Okay, we've got so Zeta, yeah, to answer your question, I do want to do that. I want to get a separate streaming PC. I don't want to just do it on my own. I want to have a separate one. It's going to take a bit of time. I don't think I'm going to be doing that anytime soon. I do want to do it, but we're just going to have to deal with it for now. All right, let's put that there. Let's put that there. All right, we're over. Cool. We have coal. I think. Why is this not working? Oh no, because we don't have power, of course. Our power's out. DM'd you how to turn FPS counter. Cool. Okay. DM me in Discord. Settings in-game FPS counter top right. Actually, I'm gonna do that now. Hang on, give me 1 sec. Let me do that now. That's not gonna cause my game. Settings in-game. Cool. Let's put it in the top right, bottom left. We're gonna go into the top left. Let's see how that goes. Hey, Super Saiyan, how are you? Welcome. I'll need to reboot the game. All right, well then, I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I'll leave it for now, but we'll just see how we go. All right, we're nearly there. We're so close. We're so close to solving this problem. I think once we get this electricity going, we're really going to be able to solve a lot of these problems. Now the next thing we need, we've now done our coal. I need a coal, so now I need to build a coal generator, which I'm going to do over there. So we're going to get across the coal generator. So burn coal to boil water. The produced steam rotates turbines to generate electricity. So I presume this is just standard. This is just coal. Coal, yes. All right, good. You suggest the high contrast setting for this game? Seems to be okay. It's one of those things that Steam for the FPS counter. Okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, because otherwise it'll look shitty against the background of the game. Yeah, you're right. I'll have a look. What we might do is, if unless this is getting unbearable for you all, I'll leave it until next stream, and I'll turn it on. But we'll see if we can just manage it for now, and then next week, or the week after next, we'll turn it back on properly. Where is my coal generator? So this one, oh, it's too steep. I can't be really bothered creating a foundation for this. So let's just go it up here. It's quote okay. Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll accept that. Not that an FPS can. Yeah, it wouldn't fix it. At least it would tell me how bad the problem actually is. Yeah, it's a little bit. It was better last week. I think this is because I have increased the stream output back to 60 frames per second. I'm pretty sure that's the reason. We've created that. We now need to create. Have you ever built any Hypertube? No. So this is the first time I've played this. This is the first time I've played since the update, when they've come out. So I still want to solve the issue of power first, so that I can get to actually doing those things without worrying about the power. So once we've got coal, have I got this around the wrong way? Fucking do, don't I? Shit. Once we've sorted that out, I'll start building Hypertubes and shit. Because we've been at this for like 3 streams trying to get coal, and there's always been like a little issues here and there that have been reasons why I haven't been able to do it. Now I'm finally kind of at that point where I can do it. Let's put it there. And I want to get it done, and so then finally we'll be able to actually just not have to go back and forth with biomass, which has been the challenge that we've had for a long time in this stream. So we're gonna do biomass, and then what's wrong here? Let's get this to here. Still not a huge fan of the fact that it clips through the ground and like this. Not a big fan of that. You've heard 60 FPS limits your audience with low bandwidth. Yeah. So we talked about that before. So I specifically actually turned it back to 30. And I turned it back to 30 for that reason, because I was worried that audience would be limited. But I wasn't sure in the end if I was limited by frames or limited by resolution, because for the last 3 weeks, we've been having just 1080p 30 frames per second. And I haven't seen any complaints. I hadn't seen any noticeable new people come in specifically or anything like that. Not that I really know. Unfortunately, Twitch analytics are really bad like that. I really wish Twitch analytics would show me on, who's streaming with what, like what's the average resolution that people are using to actually stream this for, and so I'm a little bit unsure. I turned it back because I was starting to get I'm a bit over it. I want to get back to the good frames. Now I'm realizing, because this is the first time I think we've played Satisfactory with this setting, that it's actually not as good as I thought it was. So look, potentially we'll go back to just 1080 at 30. Because the other part too is that I could even go further back. We could just go to 720, but then I don't know if that's going to look any good at all. That might even be detrimental, regardless, because I think it's starting to get a little bit more common to be able to do at least 1080. So we'll see. Imagine building a hypertube system which is so tall it launches you into space across map. I want to try it. I really want to get it going at some point. I just need to. I just really want to get the coal done, and then we'll do hypertube for sure. I'm super keen on it. I want to find water. I don't have a scanner for water. How am I gonna fucking find water? I know where there's a water pump, but it's all the way over the other side of the map. I don't want to go that far to get it. What's that? Oh, pure iron ore. I need to just find somewhere where there's going to be water, and I need to have like, I can't produce a beacon myself, can I? Can I just produce a beacon? No, I can't. You have to create them and drop them. So what we'll do is, let's just go and we'll just remember, we'll run over here. I've never been this way before. So let's see if we just find somewhere with water. We're just looking for a lake. Ah, shit, it's this thing again. Don't see me. Ah! Let's put this in there. No, 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 no! You found me! You found me! Be gone. Where are you? Oh, still manages to get a hit. Bloody thing. Has this thing done anything, or is it still work in process? Progress it is. Before you do any of that, build a big bathtub and do a bathtub stream. Oh no. It's the hot tub stream is interesting. Look, I don't have anything against the people who do it. The problem is not them. The problem is obviously Twitch. Like it's obviously them who have created the rules, and the people who are doing hot tub streams are just not abusing it, taking advantage of it. You know, call it a loophole or whatever. Because if you actually know anything about the way the Twitch rules have been set up, they had created a system which was essentially a holistic rules based system, right? And they referred to the clothes as being as like a contextual based allowance. So you're allowed to wear a bikini, for example, if you're at the beach or a pool. And so these people who are doing hot tub streams have realized that you can in fact wear a bikini inside because you have a pool. And that's fine. Fair play to them. They've realized you expect no better from a pub company. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a publicly well, yeah, it's not it's publicly offered as in Amazon. You can buy Amazon shares, but it's not a publicly operated, publicly owned company in the sense that it's like a government company or anything. It's a publicly listed company, not really a publicly owned company. Publicly owned sort of more implies that it's owned by the broad populace on behalf of the government or something. Publicly traded company via Amazon, but it is a privately operated company for all intents of the word. Yeah. You don't really see much in the way of publicly owned in Western democracy. Actually, not really anywhere, to be 100% honest with you. Not even China really does publicly owned. What is this? Copper ore. Copper ore. Very. Someone who's a chemist would know better than if copper is actually blue. No water here. Where is the water? Please don't tell me that I found the only water and it's on the other side of the map. I'm gonna have to tube the water all the way over. I don't have enough materials. I only have enough materials for 100. For 100 pipes, thinking that the coal, because the developers of the game thought that there would be water. Copper is blue or green in its ore form because it exists in oxides. Well, there you go. Ah, thank you. We've got experts. That's what I need. It exists in blue or green as its ore. Well, at least they did think of that. At least it's not alien copper. Where is the bloody water? I've seen water once, and I really don't want to be running over there. I think I'm going to have to. Oh, here we go. Oh, punk. This is it. This is actually way more water. Yeah. Way more water than I expected. All right, let's just heal myself up. There's no monsters around here, which is good. So let's put our little water pump in. We need to put in our water pump. I can't afford it. Why? You gotta be shitting me. What do you mean I didn't have enough? It said I had enough. You know why? It's because I built the second stage conveyor belt. Oh, wait. It is a big bathtub. Unfortunately, hopefully I remember where it is. So we're over here. Okay, I think I remember where that is. We need to go. We need to go back and get my reinforced iron plates. I stuffed up by building the better conveyor belts. Oh no 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 no! We're good. We're good. You can fill up with at least 100, 100 Twitch. Yeah, Twitch thoughts. Yeah, you've hung out here most Mondays. You have no idea what you even do. Have you played Factorio? If you played Factorio, you know what this game's about. Oh, we actually have it up here. I don't have to go all the way back. Just that there. You've never played Factorio, okay? It's factory building. Think Roller Coaster Tycoon, but with a factory. All right, we'll take that. All right, we're gonna have to build out pump. Go back up to here. We need to go and get our. Yeah, admittedly, I'm not not gone to those hot tub streams. I've checked them out as most straight men of my inclination so do, and so I've seen the hot tub streamers, and respect to them. They're doing, like I said before, they're doing what they're allowed to do, and it works because they're getting the interaction that they want from guys. So you don't blame them for that. You have to blame Twitch for that, without a doubt. Can I get in the big bathtub in Speedos? Oh, where did you come from? You're fine. You're fine with playing. So you say now. Let's see. Let's see. All right, we've got. Where's our water pipe logistics? We want this pipeline mark one. I'm hoping that I need power to pump that out, don't I? You'll never do one. You might do an ASMR stream. All right, cool. Okay, good luck. Don't expect me to be anywhere near it, but good luck. Can't stand it. I think we're good, actually. We don't need... there, it's just over there. Cool. We just need to get this across. We might... I think I'm going to struggle getting this all the way across. I'm going to have to go back and get more copper sheets, which I don't actually have. Need to pick up a new mic. Yeah, have you seen the legit ASMR mics? They're actually, like, really... they're really involved. Look, I'll put you on mute, Zeta. Don't worry. I'll come put you on mute. It seriously gives me the heebie-jeebies, ASMR. It has nothing to do with you. I hate it for any streamer. Ever. Who's done them. Noise a crap out of me. Are we going to make it with the water? We might make it. Oh, this is going to be tight. This is going to be super tight. No, we're not going to make it. We're not going to make it. Oh, I'm going to fall so short. Oh, no. That sucks. We only got to there. You picked up a new mic yesterday. Said at Nestle got to hear ASMR. Look forward to it on Wednesday. Cool. Yeah, I'm really excited to hear it. This one, if you've never seen it, it's a Rode A1, which I got from, I don't remember the company name, which I got last year. Took ages to get here. It's actually one of the reasons that streaming, it took a while for me to start streaming properly, was because I didn't have the microphone. It took nearly 6 months to get here. It was right at the height of lockdowns, and so everyone buying mics to work from home, and so this was one of the ones that obviously was quite popular with people. It makes me feel like a witch is trying to put a hex. Yeah, with the ASMR. Yeah, it just creeps me out. I hear it and I just feel, it feels like a deep disgust, like a visceral disgust reaction from me. Again, that's me. That's not the people who do it. I've actually watched streamers who do other content that eventually do ASMR. I just mute it What kind of keyboard? I used to have a what's it called? I forgot it was something and then it broke. And so I was like, I want to get a proper mechanical keyboard at some point. I was like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it right now. So I'll get. I end up just getting a Razer keyboard. You know, ASMR and mukbang. Yeah, I'm not a fan of mukbang either. I I I I can only understand eating streams for someone who wants food ideas. It's the only thing I can think of. If there's no reason for it, I don't get why you would want to do it. It just doesn't make sense. I don't understand why you want to sit there, especially the sound. Hearing the amplified sounds of people eating is disgusting. It's so disgusting. I hate it. Mukbang isn't that amazing. Yeah, you got to raise yourself with a Black Widow chroma. Which one did I end up? Yeah, it's an Ornata chroma. It's actually not a mechanical. It's a hybrid. It's a hybrid. What they refer to as a hybrid mechanical membrane keyboard. I actually don't mind it. It works quite well. As someone who's so used to laptop keyboards because of work, it kind of works well for me. You hate the chomp sounds from another person. Now I do too. You know what I really hate? I hate I hate all of those kind of amplified food sounds and drink sounds. I hate in advertising when companies amplify the sounds, the pouring of their drinks. Actually, completely turns me off. I really, really hate it. Yeah, hybrid. Yeah, maybe you throw up. I know. Oh, let me show you. Hang on a second. Let me get my previous keyboard out. Yeah, you know what it was? It was an Ampro 2. That's the keyboard. I'll get it for you. Hang on. That's the keyboard. That was what I was using for probably like 5 years. That's an Ampro 2. It was getting a couple of the keys were starting to not respond. If I can remember correctly, and also every maybe once a day or twice a day, it would just not respond. You just get no output out of it, and you'd have to jiggle the USB and unplug it and leave it unplugged for a minute or so, and then replug it in order to work it. It was good. It was good for a few years, and Super Saiyan, to your point, no numpad. That was starting to actually annoy me a little bit. I loved the idea of not needing one, but eventually I was kind of like, I kind of need a numpad. I use enough numpad stuff to justify getting one, because otherwise, yeah, I was just using the top row. Everything else was actually okay. Like everything else, function keys was fine. Having WASD was fine. Even getting used to using function. What one was it? You would use function WASD to actually do up and down arrow keys, which was fine. Yeah, you're a numpad kind of guy. I kind of am too now. So I'm back to the 100% keyboard with this one. So this is a 60, I think. Yeah, this is a 60, which I quite like. It was quite a popular keyboard, this one, and it was an RGB keyboard. It was like my first entry point into mechanical keyboards, because before that I was just using garbage keyboards. Um, and I like it. I've kept it. I might repurpose it for something else another day. But then I got this one, and you know what, yeah. Maybe I'm just not that kind of keyboard user, you know. Keyboard now has an actually nice feeling. Mechanical's really cheap. Not sure how long it would last, but came up warranty would do all right. Yeah, I'm seeing them become more popular too. Amazon are doing it as well. Want to sell it? No, I do not. No, I'm very much happy with keeping hold of this. Thank you. I actually cleaned it out. It was fucking filthy. That's what happens when you don't clean out a keyboard for X number of years. It starts to get really filthy, and I even still I haven't gotten rid of all of it. There's little bits of something stuck in some of the actual mechanisms I wasn't able to get out. So I need to actually get in there properly. Again, it's currently up in my bookshelf, so it's covered and not getting any more dust in it. But yeah, not ideal. All right, I'm gonna leave that there. We can leave that there. Put that away later. Tried having a Type on one the other night in storage. Surprised how it felt. Yeah. So to your point, Amazon are also selling mechanical keyboards, and I'm also surprised at the models that they sell, because the models that they sell are actually ones that I've seen in the mechanical keyboard community as being generally well rated, and I didn't expect them to be on a mainstream website like Amazon, because they're usually the ones that are the more niche brands. How much did I buy that for? That was $120, I think. It was actually quite cheap. Hand Pro 2. Very, very reasonable entry point for a 60%. That was 5 years ago. Yeah. Yeah, but really, really good. $120, very cheap for a mechanical keyboard. Some of the ones that I wanted to buy over the years have been like $600 plus. Some of the really good ones. I wanted a Metro GMK2. That actually is not too badly priced either, and I wanted to get that one, which had, I think that was also a 60% keyboard, and that was also reasonably priced, but I never got round to buying another one. Do you mean insane cheap or insane expensive? Because this Razer Chroma, I think was $70. Oh, the 600 is insane. Yeah, seriously, mechanical keyboards in the community for enthusiasts are absurd. It's absurd. It's absurd how much they spend on them. But then when you think about it as far as like a hobby, yeah, you can't. It kind of makes sense after a while, because niche hobbies attract high cost, and yeah, that's how it is. Like it's the case when you're thinking of, you know, figures. It's the case when you're thinking of this sort of thing. Streaming, you know, it's kind of a niche hobby, so it attracts higher costs and stuff. Yeah, 300 plus. Yeah, so that's actually kind of reasonable. That's a typical cost of a mechanical keyboard. If anyone told you that they spent $300 plus on their keyboard, and you would immediately think that they were a sort of mechanical keyboard enthusiast, and you would think that was completely normal. Yeah, you wouldn't really blink much of an eye at that. All right, we've got enough. I'm happy with that. I don't need any more yet. Do I have? I must have solid fuels. I can go and put back into the. Yeah, tons of solid fuels. Awesome. All right, we can go and get this fuel sorted out for now. Fortunately, hopefully, I don't have any issues. Oops. You think you'll stick with your cheap Aldi? Hey, look, for what it's worth, I actually don't have much against membrane keyboards. This hybrid keyboard with a membrane on it, I you know what? I can't complain about it. I'm in some cases actually liking this better than my Amp Pro. I love the idea of mechanical keyboards, and I love ones that feel good, but I'm not gonna hold it against people wanting to just have a keyboard. You know, my laptop keyboard at work, yeah, it does its job. It's a shitty membrane keyboard, but it's fine. I don't need to complain about it not being mechanical. This one's actually a bit loud. I mean, my partner sleeps right behind me at night time, and she's often asleep before the stream ends, and if I'm typing after stream or something like that, sometimes she complains that it's too loud. I know, and you know, EQ might chime in and say, well, there are switches that are quiet, and there are, but then you've got to do research to find out what they are. You know, it's not so clear cut. You know, like if you're a real enthusiast, you know, you have the loudest. They suggest they literally suggest you buying like a test key cap, which you can buy like a little board that's got like 6 keys on it of different travel times and sounds and whatever, just feedback and stuff, and you can test it before you go and choose which keycap you like the best. And it's like, well, that's great for a hobbyist, but for someone who just wants a keyboard so that they can enjoy the internet, you know, it's okay. It might be a little bit much. I need to build another one of these. Jesus Christ, this is getting absurd. Really, really. All right, I'm gonna build that. Let's put that. Where are we gonna put it? We have to put it all the way over here. Connect to the grid, please. Yes. Let's go. Where are we going? Let's go over here. All right, cool. Put it. It's all to do with feedback. Yeah, you'll explain in a few minutes. Trying to find. I mean, why they're discussed with membrane. I forgot. Do I have carbon? No, no. I don't. Do I have carbon? No, I don't. The more feedback you have, the faster you can type. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I honestly, yeah. Go to EQ if you want. If you want advice. All right, we good? Where's our max consumption? They've actually improved this. So our consumption at 259, max consumption at 378, current production's at 254, capacity is 310. I've only got 310 capacity, really? What is being produced that is so bad though? Coal must be being produced now. All right, let's go and sort this water out. We've got enough. Hang on. Why have we only got? Why do we need 95 copper sheets? Oh, it's been 89 more pipelines. Okay. I don't think we need that many. We just need to make sure the pump goes forward. We should be right. Let's go. Let's deal with it. Let's go around this. We'll go around this bloody. Hope soon I can go into here. I'm not entirely certain what it does. Look, you can see the grid. What's with the grid on the inside on the rendered into the smoke? Is that because what is that? Why are there grid lines? That has to be because they've not rendered them well together. Look, you can see it. It must be yeah, they are. They're just rendering images of static images of smoke almost. Probably layered. Interesting. Very weird. This game's definitely early access. It's very fun. I'm certainly not complaining. I don't really care too much about graphics as long as the gameplay's good. I'm all good with shitty graphics. Okay, we need to go around the back. Logistics of pipeline. We need to go this way. No, it was on the other side. God damn it. It was on the other side. Good. Oh, no, not that one. Good job, me. All right, let's go back. We can go. Let's go back around the other side. Here we go. Here, and then we're in. Okay. Have I got coal? Yeah. Yes, here it comes. Shit. Here we go. We might be good. No connection. All right, I need to connect it. I only need to connect it up to here. So let's get coal. Connect to there. Have I got water being pumped yet? What do I need to see to get water? Press E to configure. Pipe segment. I don't have any water being connected. That's because I don't have the pump connected to the power yet. All right. Let's get a few of these poles. Hopefully not too long. Let's get these poles. Valid aim location, really? Oh crap! Ah shit! Ah shit! Ah shit! How did you aim? How did you do that? It is where you getting the water from unlimited. I hope so. In Factorio, it's unlimited. I really hope I don't drain the lake. I'll be very unhappy if I do that. I very much don't want to drain the lake. Can I jump on top of that? Beauty. Let's get up here like this. All right. All right. We've connected power. I've got power flow. Yes, I do. Is everything if everything is unlimited? I presume this will be too. Yeah, we're pumping water. Here we go. Big Komodo hype. All right, nice. We've got about 100. We've got about 100 flowing per minute. Is that enough? I guess that's a question. Is that you can max out at 600. I guess the question is whether that's enough or not. You know what? We could put another one in. Could we? Do we have enough? We can do. Let's put another one in then. Whoops. Water extractor, and we can combine. Let's do that. It's unlimited. Awesome. Let's put in a logistics pipeline support cross. Let's put that in there, and then let's build a pipeline from there to here. Oh, I'm out. Fuck. No, I can't afford it. Okay, it doesn't matter. Let's build the power line through that, so we can get that one going as well. We might, hopefully, have just solved our power issues. Not yet, maybe. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm going to the bathroom. All right, I'm gonna run ad, and I'll be back in before the ad's done, so you're not missing anything. All right, BRB. Alrighty. No ads. It's very strange. Very strange how sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. All right, well, we're back anyway. That's done. Yeah, cool. All right, cool. No, I know. I actually don't know if ad impressions work on whether you actually see an ad because you've got ad block, or whether it's a regional thing, or perhaps it's the advertisers saying, "Oh, we only want to show ads to streamers who are have more than 500 concurrent viewers or something." Okay, so I need to check. What I need to check is whether this flow rate is getting through or not. That is not good. How is there only 3 cubic meters of water through here? Is that right? That's right, right? This should be fine. Yeah, it is. Now it's going down, so I need to check. I need to check here if I'm losing water in the pipe segment. So we need to work out precisely what the best way to get not enough. I don't think so, because we're going downhill, so we're not losing pressure from uphill. This actually yeah, this has water in it. This has tons of water in it. What's going on? Why is it is that just losing water because it hasn't backfilled yet? It must just be because it's backfilling. Yeah, I think it's backfill. Similar to how the conveyor belts work and they backfill. That's fine. What we probably want to do then is closer up to the top there once this backfills a bit more. Is this doing anything? Okay. I think our water consumption is not quite. What happens when it gets to 50? No? We're good. Okay. I think we seem to be maxed out. Back pressure. You need to add a pump. I think we're okay. I don't think. See the way it described the water, which I would agree with you over a distance like this, you'd need to add in a pump. But basically, the way the game's described it is you only need a pump if you're going uphill. So if you need 10 meters of upward pump, you would need to add a pump. But otherwise, it should be okay as long as you're not doing that. This looks okay though. This doesn't seem like we would be losing. This doesn't seem like we're losing capacity. You're asking what backfill is. Yeah, so it would be backfill. Yeah, water heading back up the pump. I think we're okay though. We've got plenty of coal, so there's no issues with coal consumption. This is production though. The black line's production, so it seems to be a little bit up and down. But is that? Yeah, water's steady, so we're good. I think we're good. Some real life pump knowledge here with a closed loop system. Head pressure is equal to 0. Yeah. You're always pleased with that. In a closed loop system, do you have a head? Do you have a head with a closed loop? Head pressure. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about water mechanics. My water pressure knowledge, yeah, it comes from something else, but I don't remember a lot of it. Anyway, I think we're good here. I think we might have sorted out our electricity problems at least for the time being. Well, you do when you're first filling it, which can be very hard if it's very tall. Okay. So our current consumption is 200 megawatts. We've got 200 megawatts of production capacity at 385, max consumption at 418. So that's peak consumption. Where is my peak consumption at though? For what? What's not working at the moment? Is that because I'm probably backfilling some things like this, and therefore, well, this one's actually working though. All right. Well, let's see. Coal. We might be all right with coal for now. Let's do steel. But once you've filled, it goes to 0. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. All right. Let's get some food. Let's fix up our health. Get back to normal. We've sorted coal, at least for now. We need to use this time now while we've got a lot more energy capacity to actually get a bit of traction on production and produce some new things. We need to get ready to produce those 2 items for the space elevator because we really need to do that. We got another hard drive? No, we don't. No drive. We've got. What do I got here? Do we want the rebar gun? Inflated pocket dimension plus 6 inventory slots. Oh, let's do that. Hell yeah, let's do that. Let's go and get this wire and research extra. Over here. We totally want 1, 2, 3, 4. We totally want extra inventory. We've got enough alien carcasses to do so we're going to do that. Alright, here we go. We want alien organisms. This one, research. Cataram. I've got enough for this. Oh, cool. I'll wait to do that after. We've got. We need more screws. I need to go and pick up some screws, maybe. This one is Paleberry. I can do research for this one. I can do research for this one, and I can do research for this one too. All right, we need to do some. We need to focus on some research at some point. We can do power shards. All right. Well, we've actually got quite a bit going on for this one. Let's get a production of these square things, these 50 square things. So modular frames require iron plates and bars. Actually, pretty easy. We should have more than an absolute ton of them for modular frames. So we just need an assembler that can create those. All right, we've got a whole thing going on up the top of that hill that is doing screws. So we worked out last round, which we still need to fix this up because we still need to send them somewhere. We worked out that there's absolutely no chance we're ever going to have any issues with screws ever again. At least, well, no, never say never, right? So we've got plenty of bars now. Bars being created very substantially. Should be backing up too. Yes, they are. Nice. We should. I've got to go round because I haven't created a ladder hyper tube system yet. We do want to do that, don't we? We need to do a couple of things before we can do hypertubes, though. We need to discover a couple of items and be able to assemble them, which we can't do yet. So we have to wait a little bit. So let's go and check these out because this is our little screw. Which has got iron rod production sort of going. What's the deal here? Why is our ore production so slow? This really didn't make it seem this way. Why was it? Why did it indicate to me before that iron ore production would be better than this? Because this seems like it's not better. I don't have a portable miner to increase it. The blue shirt's very bright. Yeah, this is actually interestingly one of the ones that my parents bought me for Christmas. I think a year and a bit ago. I didn't like it originally. I thought it was too long. Actually, it's actually it's an extended length t-shirt, but actually, you know what? I try it now that I'm a lot better. Actually, it looks alright now. So yeah, good on you, good on you, mum. You realised that I would gain a ton of weight in Sydney, and you were very much right. All right, we actually don't. I don't need what's going on up here. These screws, we can deal with the screws another day. No, it doesn't make me look fat. It looks better now that I am fat. That's more the point. It doesn't make me look fat. It's opposite. It was when I was thin, it did because it looked baggy. What do I got? Yeah, sort that out later. I'm not in a hurry to deal with that. Do you have any clothing? Do I have any clothing? Yeah, it's usually color based. The only thing that makes anyone look fat is right. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Look, for what it's worth, EQ's right, but there are colors that are definitely considered slimming, right? Generally grey. Grey is considered, which ironically is my favorite color. Grey is considered slimming. Darker colors, because they don't reflect light as much, so therefore you don't see the shadows on them as much. Lighter colors tend to be like that. But yes, EQ ultimately, yes, it is fat. It makes you look fat. Doesn't matter. You could be morbidly obese and you'd still look fat wearing black. Yeah, but darker colors. I tend to find greys are a little bit better, even black. But yes, ultimately, my point is that it looks better when I'm fat. It actually looks worse when I'm thin. That's the point I'm getting on this one. I need to create an assembler for modular things. So let's create 2 assemblers. Let's create one. Not this way. It's a long way around. 2 assemblers. We want it to go this way, and then one right next to it. 50 Shades of Fat. That'd be good. That'd be a good spoof movie. That sounds like an Adam Sandler comedy. To be 100% honest. We need to create. These are going to be creating modular frames. This one as well. Need 12 iron rods each. What's this one? This one's my rotors. I don't need rotors. Alright, no need to need that much. I don't know. I've never seen you EQ. I don't know how much you weigh. Let's go. We need logistics splitter. So we need one of them. Yeah. And one of them here. I know the whole Adam Sandler. Yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah, okay. Your comedy's on the pale of Adam Sandler. Yeah, true. True. Well, that's your fault, not mine. Stop being as funny as Adam Sandler. Simple as that. Okay, we've got our, we need that connected up to how dare I, you know. I think Adam Sandler. I really think some Adam Sandler's okay. Most modern Adam Sandler's really shit, but I think old Adam Sandler's pretty good. Like Happy Gilmore and stuff like that. Real cheesy shit. You know that it's great when you're young. Yeah. Not doesn't hold up that well now, but it kind of goes alright. Adam Sandler used to be pretty good. Yeah, Billy Madison. I really like Billy Madison. Well, actually, what's the fucking is Billy Madison? Billy Madison's not the. What's the Little Nicky? I loved Little Nicky. Little Nicky is such a it's such a slapstick funny movie. It's so ridiculous. But I love that movie. You haven't watched a movie since 2012. Like in general, like any movie. I've watched movies. I still don't mind. I still don't mind the occasional real cringe movie. I watched Gerard Butler movie the other day. The one with the one about the end of the world, which I thought was alright. Bit like Armageddon. Where's my ability to split here? Why can't I do that? Is it gonna let me do it? You're talking about you don't even watch new releases. Oh, interesting. Love that one. Young me loved them all. I even still think Little Nicky's pretty funny. I think that one's actually kind of humor wise kind of held up if you're into that kind of humor generally. All Adam Sandler movies were good until the first Grown Ups. Then it went out. Yeah, fair call. Hey, look, no hate against him though. He knew what he was doing when he realized he could basically cash in for millions and millions of dollars. No, all more power to him. Oh, there's an invalid shirt. Oh, come on, got it all the way back there. Get off my lawn and all that. Yeah, most of the bad story wrapped with ideological Yeah, I don't disagree with you, Super Saiyan. There's a lot of movies. There's a lot of movies that play themselves up as the best movie of all time, and a lot of them just don't get there for me. There are movies still for me that are good. I don't have that much of a cynic view of film, but a lot of movies I don't like, and I don't blame people who don't like movies much in general much anymore, because you're not wrong in some sense. What do we got here? I want to build this over. I want to at least try to just not have them clip through. They tend to just be automatically clipping through and still working. And I don't really want that to do that. And then I want to put I need to put another splitter here. Here. You hate it. Well, I don't know if it's becoming old, or if it's I don't know if it's becoming old, or if it's just. Well, yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it is. I mean, I'm not gonna. I have to go. I have to just click through, don't I? Can I just go up? What's going on? Yeah, I can't. Fine. We'll just go to here. We'll just click through. Feels wrong. Yeah, click throughs. It just doesn't look right, does it? Just kind of annoying. Not much you can do about it, to be 100% honest. The way they've built this splitter is a little bit chunky. I just feel like you don't need to do it like that. Just create like the Factorio ones that just split up. Yeah. What's the deal here? What's wrong? Oh, no power. Yeah, of course. We need to create one of them that goes over to where do we connect it up to? It's a lot of power that I need. No, that one's full. Which one's not full? That's not full. What's the difference between content creators and friends of the stream? So the content creators are like our community. The friends of the stream are not technically our community, but we consider them to be friends of the stream, essentially. So think of like Sparks. Sparks is not our streamer community, but is here frequently enough that we would consider them a friend of the stream. So that's the difference. Whereas you are our community. So you're a streamer that streams from our Discord, like me, like it's KLOL. So you would be one of our content creators. I don't think the name really makes sense, but that was changed because originally we had everyone listed as a content creator, and I wanted to distinguish between our community of content creators and people who are just people we know that are friends, like Jalen or Sparks or something like that. If you made your own Discord, would you be a friend? No, you'd still be a content creator. You're free to create your own Discord. Absolutely don't stop us. Don't let us stop you from doing that if you want to do that. The idea of having a community Discord is to have a launching pad for yourself. And if you want to have a separate Discord of your own, that's great. The only thing the only thing I would say is that see if you could get them to come to both. You're not planning to. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I knew you changed to having two of them, but didn't it get changed back? I didn't. Yeah, I hope not, unless this KLOL changed it again. But the way I had it seemed to make more sense because I didn't make sense to have, say, Jalen and I on the same mark if we never see Jalen in Discord, right? You're still with yours in KLOL coalition thing. Yeah, and that's great. Don't think, but don't ever have to think that it's a one or nothing or anything like that. Like I've got a Discord technically that you get one basically with your account, but I have never done anything with it. Maybe one day it becomes worth to have a separate one for content just related to me. At the moment, no, it's not. It's not really worth that at all. And it makes sense to stay internally. But the whole point of having a combined community is to get bigger quicker, so that we have more people to have at our to be able to leverage for community events and other streams and that sort of stuff. Discord streams and stuff like that. Like even for what it's worth, EQ could probably be a content creator. Given he Discords on he uses the Discord stream, right? Given Edscale is still set something above means Discord still isn't set right. Yeah, I know, and I can't change that until he does. I need to have a talk to him specifically about it. I agree with you. I think we need to have it. A good example of one that I have slightly modeled ours against, not quite the same, but similar, is the OTK. So if you know of Mizkif and Esfund and the other guy, I don't remember his name. They created their own team called One True King, so OTK, and they've got a combined Discord, right? And the three of them, that they're all the leader, so they own it together, and then they've set up like subscriber integrations below for each of them. So if you subscribe to for Mizkip, you get a particular role. If you subscribe to Esfun, you get a particular role. And I think that works really well. I think that's really good. I think it makes sense to do it like that. If you were starting to stream yourself, you'd most likely start your own though. I'd post in both. I'd strongly suggest you have your own. Yeah, and I agree. There's obviously a little bit of a risk of having a combined one. For example, you're putting your community in the stake of someone else, and I get that's a risk, and I kind of think that that's something we want to fix up at some point. I need to convince Iskel that we should have joint ownership over the server, and we should run it like that. Given the fact that he doesn't stream much at the moment, it doesn't make a lot of sense for him to have sole control over it. And he did, when I floated this through him the first time, he was open to that idea. All right. Does Discord? Yeah, Discord does allow for joint owners. Yes, it does. Yeah, everyone can be the same. You can have your owners at the same level. I think it. I don't think it. I don't think it helps though for preventing like one rogue owner from deleting it though. I think that's the challenge. Is that you both get the same rights to do so. I think it still means that they can delete if they choose to do so. You don't stream often enough and you have a low follow count. Yeah, and that's a big thing for us. Like part of I've floated the idea of having a team name, and I floated the idea of like the 95ers, because we all work 9 to 5. We're all part-time streamers. There's not much chance yet anytime soon that one of us is gonna quote make it big, and we're all of a sudden full-time streamers. In which case, the 95ers would still work, because then you just become a full-time streamer at 9 to 5. If that's the case, that will give you more control, but not any less risk. Yes, correct. That's absolutely correct. But then, if you're a partnership, right, there has to be an element of trust. Just like any business, right? You would have to manage it. I've looked into I've sorry, I haven't looked into it yet, but I have started to consider backups, Discord backups, and whether that's a possibility. Something that I can do just in the event that something does happen. I've considered, replicating content into my own Discord in the event that, again, something happens. So yes, like it is a risk, but what I'm hoping is that the benefits outweigh it in the long run, and for as long as it lasts for. And I've again explained this to ISKLOL that it should outweigh it, because what benefits me benefits him, because the whole point is to be a community of streamers and have this community being able to leverage the others' communities through that Discord. So it makes complete sense to have it set up like that for a long term, because it doesn't take away from anyone. You're hoping the benefits outweigh it. Yeah, that's right. And I that's ultimately what people do teams for, is so that they can have a community that's bigger than what you have. And if we start like that, then ultimately in the long run, it would hopefully benefit us more so. Well, Zeta, to remove some of the risk, it's simply for you to use both your own and group Discord. All the benefits. Yes, agree. The only it's not a risk, but the only challenge to doing so is trying to get people to vote. And honestly, I might do that. I might end up doing that myself. I might promote my own. It'll probably just be a replica almost of the one we've got. I might promote my own and just say, hey, feel free to join our Discords. We've got the team and mine. because the other, I guess one risk you could call out from that is that you don't want to, if you're not a high content Discord, you don't want to separate and alienate your content, alienate your people out too much, and you don't want to make your content too sparse, because then it becomes a little bit hard to get that richness in your content. So people might want people posting things in my Discord that are more relevant in the team Discord, means that one's not seeing the other. I actually think I think in Discord you can subscribe, probably use hooks, webhooks, to do cross content. I'd be curious to see if that's possible, and I'm curious to see if that ever is allowed. That's something that they would do. You'll do it as a follower goal. I actually convinced Iskell not to do it as a follower goal, because it makes no sense to do it as a reward. The whole point of having a Discord is to be a reward for the streamer, not for the viewers. So I actually would err against a follower goal for it. I would actually suggest you just do it. It makes sense. I agree with that. Having people spread out is a bad thing, but you also attract people who don't want the other streamers. Yeah, again, really good point. A really, really good point. I again think that's quite specifically, because all you need to see is the fact that it's all streamers don't follow me, except you guys, and I'm pretty certain. Say Kitty, Mappa Tasmania, they don't follow my brother. They don't follow Scale, right? So it is a double-edged sword in that regard. The Map Tasmania might not have any interest, for example. Kitty or Big D's have no interest in following him, and for what it's worth, if he ever starts streaming again and all of a sudden all of the notifications are from him, they might get annoyed by that. They might not care, You think only Jamie's at SPM the crossover? Chodo as well. I think, yes. Yeah. And occasionally CPG when she floats through. Yeah. So there's a few. There's a few of you, but the Discord has like 50 people in it, and half of them we never see. So yeah, CPG. Yeah. True. So because half of them we never see in the Discord, it means that it's hard to say whether that's because they don't have interest in my content, or because they're just not people who engage very much on Discord. Because for what it's worth, a lot of streamers have Discords that can have 1,000 people in them, but there's only 2-3 people chatting at any moment. So that's another thing too, is Discord in general doesn't have a very high participation rate amongst followers. I think a lot of people do use Discord more so as a notification tool rather than necessarily a community tool. A lot of people see a streamer one night, join the Discord, never return. Exactly. That's a big thing, I think, for every streamer. I don't think that's going to be an issue unique to us, right? So it makes it's hard to say then whether all of these things are sort of a certainty or whatever. So like at the end of the day, all we're trying to do here is kind of a best effort sort of thing. We think this will work, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. I look at, for what it's worth, I do fear that one day it's kind of like decide, actually I don't want to do it like this anymore. I want my Discord back, and then he's got complete control, and he cuts me out, and then I don't get any engagement anymore because people don't know when I'm streaming. Fortunately, being able to build a little bit of your own community means that some of them will still come back. But for you guys, I don't know how you get your notifications. If you're only getting them through the Discord, then you'll never know. You may never know that I'm around, until like a week later that you realize, we haven't seen him for a while, You prefer if there's no breakups? Yeah, true. Look, for we are brothers. We're different people. We are very different people. We've had challenges in the past, so there's never say never. We're not super tight, and best friends or anything like that. I've mostly done this on the basis that I'm appealing to his business acumen. You know, it benefits you as much as it benefits me. So that's what I'm hoping ultimately, above all else, is what compels this arrangement to remain. And it should. You know, your time's off by heart. As for others, I get them from your phone, from the Twitch app. That's good. It's nice to know that some people remember. I'm proud of myself that I've been consistent. In my generally consistent in my streams. And it's interesting that the stream. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Where am I sending these to? It's interesting that the stream I'm missing next Monday that I've mentioned that I'm not streaming next Monday. That'll be the first stream I've ever missed completely. I've streamed since I started, and I started with Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I've never missed a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. There was one day I was late because I thought I wasn't going to do it, but I ended up doing it anyway. But I've never missed one. And so Monday will be the first one in, I think, well, I've been streaming 3 months that I haven't missed, which I'm pretty proud of myself doing that. I'm pretty happy that I've been able to get that consistency. And yeah, it does help. You memorize the schedule. Well, that's good. I appreciate that. I'm glad that people are doing that. It warms my heart a little bit. So, y'all are simps. That's right. Not only not missing, but also not changing. Yeah, that's right. I always figure that if I ever do that, I'll give you plenty of notice, like a month's notice or 3 weeks notice or something like that. So yeah, I definitely want to continue to be this consistent going forward, and I don't have any intent to change, because ultimately the reason I did this was because it's was streaming Tuesday, Thursday, and so I wanted us to have one streamer per day, essentially. There goes the sub. It's been fun. Yeah, you just realized. Wait, what? Oh, actually, shit. Yeah. Yeah. I wanted it to be. So the reason I don't stream any other day is because I wanted us to have at least 5 days a week of a stream through the Discord, Monday through to Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, for example, Zeta stream on the weekends, or I can stream during a day. We can just sort of take in turns streaming during the day. Unfortunately, he's been very busy, so he hasn't been able to do it as much as we hoped so. But that's kind of how we wanted that to go. And I still do hope it comes to that. I still think that in the end he'll work out what his availability is, and then it'll be all right. But we just need to wait, essentially. All right, I'm gonna create just 4 assemblers here. Have I got enough for a 4? I do. I want to try it during the weekday, but no time. Yeah, wait. Look, don't worry. Wait until you finish uni. Don't be in a rush. You don't have to. What? Why can't I get? Do I need a better assembler to create those? Is that the problem here? What are those things? I think I need steel production to do that, don't I? Shit. All right, I need to. These things need steel production, versatile framework, and automated wiring. I'm only at 311. Have I? No, they're okay. They're still going. Very slow though. And the rotors have slowed down. Where are the rotors? They should be here, right? It's just still really slow screw production. I need to up the screw production. Better pick your times before. Yeah. Hey, I think you do really well on Discord streaming. Equal. Actually, I'd be more than okay if you did it. You want to do Discord? That'd be cool, to be honest. You want to do Twitch? You can do that too. And actually, I mean, in the end, if our community grows big enough, we're gonna have overlap. So I want there to be a variety. Like I want people to be able to choose. I don't want to have a situation where we've got to really time it. I want people to be able to say, it's ekill no QTs on Monday, Wednesdays, and ekill and Zeta on Saturday afternoon, something like that. Discord is just so you can talk to everyone. Yeah, I think that's really good. It's the exact kind of engagement that I want through Discord. It's exactly the reason that we do this. If I do stream, it will be the exact same thing I do on Discord, but live. Yeah, and that's what I would expect. You do good work on on the Discord ones. I enjoy when I'm able to come in and watch. Your Gorn streams were art, to say the least. So, yeah, yeah. Like at the end of the day, you know, we'll be able to formalize it. I'll still come up with a team name. I'm seeing it's K-Lol in person probably this weekend because I'm back in Melbourne for a bit. So for a weekend, so I'll be able to have a chat with him about it. I've got to talk to him about a couple other things as well. One of the things that I'll say, well, he doesn't know yet, so I need to talk to him first before I reveal to you all. So you love playing with this mic arm, yeah? I need a better mic arm. Mine. I used to have one. So at the moment, this is just sitting on a tripod, little shitty tripod. This actually tripod came with my light, and I used to have an arm, and it was so shit. Yes, it is. It is a secret at the moment. Not really stream related, although indirectly affects the stream. So I'll when the time comes, I will let you know. What's going on here? I want to get. We need to get more screws. I need to get screws over here. So I need to get the screws that are coming off here at a very high rate into their own. Yeah, we've got tons of screws. I just need to work out how best to get them over to the thingo. I'm curious as to how you find my mic quality before I reveal when it came from and how much it cost. Yeah, well, I can tell you up front that this one including the outside part, and it also came with a preamp. I think it was $450, something like that. So, studio mic, pretty good as far as I can tell. I don't think I've heard any complaints about the audio quality. Only thing I've heard is that it's a little bit too sensitive. It picks up a lot of background noise. That's not the mic's fault though. That's a me fault. And so I've been able to. Why is it so bright here? What's going on? Oh, it's the moon. So I've been able to fix that a little bit with the NVIDIA Studio, whatever. But I need to be I probably need to have a little bit more thought about it at some point in the future. All right, I need mergers. I've got enough for 9 mergers. I think that's enough, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, I need 10. But this is not going to be. I'm not going to be able to do 9 mergers into the one line. It's going to be way too. It's going to be way too condensed. A triple. We've got a triple one. So let's leave that for now. Let's go and get these 50 things. Let's complete steel. Then let's go to the next thing. You can put a filter on to remove lower noises, assuming they're lower. I did try and do that. Couldn't get it working properly. Yeah, I did try to do noise gating, but I couldn't quite get it to work. And to be 100% honest, it's hard to test. It's hard to test unless you've got background noise. And I know of a couple of streamers who do noise gating. Hassan's a big one who does noise gating. He actually noise gates it as a way to remove the need to use headphones. He doesn't even use headphones. He just talks. Something you'll notice that when he's watching videos and stuff, I think he actually just plays them out of his speakers. But then it's noise gated away from his microphone, so that you still only hear his voice, which works really well for him. And it's something that I actually wouldn't mind doing. These are alright. You get used to doing this, but after a few hours, it can start getting a little bit sore, mostly on the top of my head. Being able to just sit here with the speakers going, but you can't hear them because it's noise gated out. It's actually kind of awesome. All right, let's sort these modular frames. There surely is 50. There's surely 50 here. What do we got? Here we go. Let's just pick them up. 28, 30. Still going. 50. All right, we got 50. Let's let them to keep creating. What's great is that power is now essentially self-sustaining. We don't have any issues at the moment with pollution. Although these are, I didn't even realize how much pollution these were creating. Were these always creating pollution? Yeah, they were. Must have been. We need to. We've got steel ready to go. We're gonna just chuck something on here to. What time is it? Already 11:20. Uh, if it's playing out of the speakers, you can do fancy noise filtering as a computer knows what it's playing. It's how phones work. Yeah, I'd love to do that. That'd be awesome. I would love to do that.
Has been inflated.
Pocket dimension, nice. Scannable resource, Caterium ore. Let's do that. That's very quick. Nice. Caterium ingots. We'll work with that one later. This one is. Well, we won't do that one yet. Let's do this one. Let's do. I want to sit up a little bit. I always find myself leaning back too much when I stream. Let's do that one. We got the bacon one. Stupid thing. Can't afford. I had bacon at Garrick before. Did I eat it? I must have. Crap. Can't afford that one either. That's because I need wiring. Quartz. Can't afford. Can't afford. Sulfur. Can't afford. Alright, then let's do... Surely I've got enough for this. No, I don't. Why not? Rebar gun? Alright, whatever. Fine. Let's go into steel. Where's my steel? Over here. Let's get this done and dusted. Beautiful. Yes. Alright.
Milestone reached. Steel production unlocked. Foundry grants access to new, simple steel parts.
Yes.
An additional project
Foundry.
constructed. Progress to the next phase is now possible.
Additional project part can be created, and it's now possible to create. So smelts 2 resources into alloy ingots. Can be automated by feeding ore with a conveyor belt connected to the inputs. The produced ingots can be automatically extracted by connecting conveyor belt. Ah, okay. Now we're up to bloody combination alloys. Crap, that's gonna be crazy. All right. Well, let's have a look at this. So the next milestone I think we should do is, can I do hypertubes? Encased industrial beam utilizes the compressive strength of concrete. So I need to combine steel with concrete. Mostly uses a stable basis for constructing buildings. Steel pipes are used when constructing a little more. It needs steel. Okay. Seems like I can do hypertubes now. Or should I do conveyor belt? Or should I do advanced steam production? Because this gives me the ability to do automated wiring. But I need 200 rotors. I could do miner mark 2. That might work. A stator. A heavy modular frame. Vehicle transport. Maybe we do vehicle transport. Let's do. I just got fucking WhatsApp spam. You can easily work online using your mobile phone and easily earn 100 to 200 AUD without any investment every day. Fuckers. How do you even get these? How do you even fucking do that? Bullshit. Just had a funny idea. Assume someone on Twitch has done this. The idea is to let your audience choose what your green screen shows through commands or bits. Yeah, that wouldn't be too hard to actually implement either. Could either work with links or maybe just a Google search to pull the image. Yeah, that... I actually don't think that would be too... Well, if you want to go that far and actually get them to actually choose the image or choose the thing themselves, that might be a little bit more tricky. But I could create scenes that allow you to change the scene using bits and stuff. And actually, this similar to how I would have done it for the camera with the filters, which I still want to do, but I'm pretty convinced I need a second camera at the moment for that. You use an integrator called the Oran board, which does that kind of thing, integrations. No, yeah, I'd rather go for the full let me choose via Google search. That's playing with fire. You'd have to make it financial. Like playing a song on Discord. Yeah, that's it's playing with fire, but good work. All right, let's do this one. Let's get this. And I was need 100 rotors. Wow. Oh, the pod's launched. All right, let's go and start. Let's go and start getting what we need for the vehicles, because I wouldn't mind creating a car, so I'm gonna run around. What's going on? So we just finished steel production. So we've got steel. We've got coal. So now we're up to vehicle transport. And so now I think what's going to be next stream is working out the next phase of the space elevator. So we've now got most of what we need to do the second stage of assembly, which is to assemble. We need to assemble versatile framework. So that's the next one. So we're gonna put those two together like this, which we need 12 steel beams and 1 modular frame each. So we now have that modular frame, which we'll use to split into these, and then we need to get this one over here. We need to then work out how to build steel. We need to go and start creating smelting steel. So that'll be the next one, I think. What I'm gonna do now though is we get a vehicle, and then we're gonna do hypertubing. I kind of like the idea of being able to tube my way through 3, 4, 5. All right, 25 of those. 100 rotors. Do I have 100 rotors? I might have 100 rotors. Let's go and look at our rotor production. It's kind of been doing its own thing for a while. Let's go and have a look. I'm so glad I don't have to do biofuel at the moment. It was getting so annoying. Alright, we've got, these should be our rotors. There's 38 in that one, 75 in that one, so we've got enough. Rotors, we should have enough piping. I've got a piping box over here. Doesn't look like it's backed up though. So we might not have any in there. Shit, we don't. It's backed up to here, but it's creating too much. I really only need pipe. Damn it. There's 100. Some. There should be another. No, there's not enough in there. What about here? There's 200. They're just iron plates. As for fire, you can set Google images to filter out any bad things. Oh, that's with the filter. Yeah, true. You could. It's still bypassable, but you could do it. Yeah, you're not wrong. Alright, let's get this one. I should be able to pick them out like that. There we go. We need to get rid of those things on the right-hand side. We don't really need those anymore because that was our coal production. These are the leftover. So we didn't need the pump. We didn't need the pipeline supports in the end. It's good that we overkilled it a little bit. I'm glad we didn't really need to do much in the way of going back. I'd love to create some stairs. High risk, high reward. Yeah, true. I think you would be unique. I've never watched a streamer being able to give people the ability to change scenes like that, the way you're saying. The only streamer I've ever watched that gives the ability for viewers to interact at that level. There were two. There's Sushi Dragon, who does live video editing, and another guy named Derpy, who was really good at coding, and he had basically the ability to use cam things, which is what I want to do. If I ever streamed, it would just turn me to writing Python scripts. Yeah, and it should. That sort of stuff, like, people love that sort of thing. I've still got to wait 24 seconds. What am I waiting for here? Got 25 of those, 56 of those. It's coming back. I need copper. Where's the copper wiring? I should just be able to create the wiring myself, right? I should have enough. Cable, 130. Oh, it's going to fall short. Alright. It shouldn't take too long. Just gonna have to sit here and wait for it. We've got the 400 bars. We're just short on the cable. I just need to go and pick up myself some copper. I'm at 2 minds of what to do next. I wonder whether I want to start really thinking about foundation and actually finding somewhere where we can really start creating a mass creation of a mass output of material. Or I wonder whether we're not really at that point yet because we kind of need better mining and better output of raw materials. I feel like they like the result. The actual running a code I feel like would mostly be quite boring. Surely watching someone go, well, the code doesn't work for hours could get old. Yeah, maybe. I've watched people code though. Kid Boga codes on his stream and people quite enjoy that. I think it's because of what they anticipate will come from it. I don't know if you, unless you're Michael Reeves. Yeah, that's another streamer who does that too. So you can do it. It can be. I've watched someone with not much coding experience code on stream. That was actually quite interesting because I was into that. I mean, everywhere has a niche, right? You may be able to carve out that niche. Rock and roll. Right, we've still got half an hour here.
Milestone reached.
Beaut.
Range transportation, as well as the construction of outposts, is now encouraged.
Outposts, yes.
Vehicle stations have built-in functionality to refuel and restock or collect parts.
Nice. Alright, that's exactly what we want. Do people watch them to code or the personality? Well, yeah. I mean, at that point, a bit of both, right? You don't really watch a streamer for 2 years and not get a little bit invested in their personality. So yes, you're right. People watch anyone do everything. The personality is good. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for people like us who don't have a hook, has to be personality, right? It has to be them watching because they either have become invested in the lore and feel like they're friends because they're following in their lives, or the personality is just so engaging that it's hard not to watch them. You're not wrong about that. All right, we've got vehicles now, so we need to work out now how to do transportation. We've now got tractor, which requires beacons, and a truck station, which requires 15 of those things and 1 more rotor. Either send or receive resource to vehicle has an inventory of 48 slots. Transfers up to 120 stacks per minute to and from the dock to vehicle. Always refuels vehicles if it has access to a matching fuel type. Fuel does require fuel. Can I drive this? Have I gone with vehicle transport and not really realized that I can't actually drive it around? I need the hyper tubing, do I? All right, let's have a think about. Let's have a think about what's coming next then. All right, I think we've finished all the tier 3 stuff, so I think we can go now and do. Tier 4. Finish up the tier 4. Finish up this space elevator and get access to the next set. So we've got tier 3 is done. So let's do hub tubes. Let's do hub tubes. I think that'll be fun. Complete space elevator phase 2 and then space elevator phase 3. Okay. So we've got hyper tubing. I don't have any dedicated copper sheet production yet, and I think I have plenty of ore to be able to create it if I want. Are we friends? I think so. I think so, EQ. I'm not gonna say throw his money at the streamer. Yeah, that's right. You pay to be friends. That's exactly it. Production. We need an assembler. The assembler should be for the. Is the assembler for copper sheets? Actually, I don't know. Let's just build the assembler and see. Are we friends? Well, yes, yes, but but we need to work on you, setup. We need to help you a little bit with some of the jokes. Yes, don't worry, we are very needy. I'm not saying woo for you, all right? Stop being that needy. What do I got? Let's just create it there. It's fine. Pay to win friends edition. Yeah, I'd say. Hey, some people think that. You look at streamers. You look. I did say. It. You look at streamers like Pokimane and what's his name? I don't know the Pokimane. What's his name? I forgot his name. Why have I forgotten his name? Nah, not so much Ninja. I'm thinking more like variety streamers. Maybe XQC a little bit, but I feel like XQC again's a little bit more. He's a little bit more gaming. I think less gaming and more the variety streamers. So someone like Ludwig, people like that. I feel like people get a little bit. Ginny would be another one. Ginny TTY. Occasionally S Fund as well. Mizkif, streamers like those. I think streamers like those, people get a bit invested because it's variety, and those are the streamers I think suffer a little bit from the I've given you lots of money, or I've supported you for years, or I've been watching you for 3 years, and therefore I feel as though we're friends, and they can get a little bit dissociative with what the reality is. And it's how you end up, unfortunately, at the extreme, it's how you end up with situations that are essentially stalking, because people don't quite realize that it's a very one-sided relationship. It's that you feel as though by watching a streamer that you know them really well, and you do, but you don't realize that they know nothing about you. That they know nothing about you, and honestly, they don't really want to know, because they'll have 10,000 viewers, and they're there to entertain you. Ultimately, they know it. And look, for what it's worth, you do make friends streaming. Like, it's not a case where you don't have any interest in what your chatters are. I don't see it like that. I see it very much as a if you can get in there early. Can I? No, I'm not saying it. And plus, what do you mean? Can you have it on each arm? You're younger than me. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't get it. Anyway, so yeah, there's a little bit. You're trying to. Okay, be less playful. That's creepy. The God, you've completely derailed us. God. You also love TV shows that don't love me back. Stargate. Yeah, Colonel O'Neill, please. Please, you're so cool. Yeah, Sam. I had a massive crush on Sam Carter when I was a kid. Yeah, I loved Stargate. I thought Teal'c was really cool too. Always used to want to be like Teal'c. Want to be cool, stoic, or be like really smart like Daniel. I feel like everyone should be a fan of Stargate. Stargate's fucking awesome. I genuinely think Stargate's the best space related show ever. I think it's way better than Star Trek. I think it's better than Star Wars, better than Farscape. You don't understand what's cool about it? Oh, sometimes, man. Sometimes just yeah, it's so good. I'm really disappointed. Oh, look, that's fine. I mean, you're too young. You're right, but it actually, the early episodes are very old. They don't hold up as well as you remember them in your mind. The later episodes I still think are really good. I still think the later episodes are modern enough to still hold themselves up really well. Acting's really good. Stories are really good. One of my favorite Stargate episodes is the black hole episode. I thought that was awesome. The way that they handled black holes. But do you like Star Wars though? But yeah, so rewatched everything not long ago. It still holds up. Oh look, I don't disagree. For someone who's a fan of Stargate, it does. But for someone who's not a fan and you're expecting to get into it, it's a little bit of a tough sell to expect someone to get into it purely based on, you know, having to sit there and enjoy the lore. Yeah, I don't disagree about it holding up. I think it holds up. I started watching it again, and I still think it holds up compared to how I remember it. But asking someone like Zeta to watch it could be hard. All right, here we go. We've got some copper sheets, so that should create copper sheets, hopefully, pretty quick. ASB, we're talking about Stargate. I don't know if you've ever watched it. Do you? I mean, you're struggling to find time to binge. Yeah, I get that. I agree. I also struggle to binge. We've been watching. Partner, I've been watching Captain Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So that's it. You're the first time. It's the first time you've heard of it. Yeah, you're from Turkey, right? So I guess that makes sense. It's a very American show. So if you don't get a ton of American media, especially older American media, it makes sense that you haven't heard of it. You haven't even made time for Amazon's Invincible. Yes, which you very much like to promote. Okay. We need to think about steel. I really need to do steel. Have I got the ability to search for iron and coal? That's how I create my steel, isn't it? It's good, yeah. Look, I'll try and get around to it at some point, but yeah, like you, I don't have a lot of time. I do rarely get time to actually watch shows at all. I've got a Plex library, so my Plex library has a lot of the shows that I wanted to watch in it, and it's starting to get full. I got like 16 terabytes of storage, and it's pretty much all full of shows that are in backlog of things I want to watch, which is unfortunate. All right, that one's good. We're good for that. What is it? We're still about 20 minutes, so we've still got some time to sort out some of these. What streaming services am I subscribed to? I currently have Disney Plus. I use my parents' Netflix account still. Is that it? We used to have Stan, but we got rid of it. I didn't like Stan. Just average. And I have KO, so I have sport. I like my sport, so I subscribe to KO as well. I do think, unfortunately, while I'm very anti Murdoch, I do think KO is the pretty good product. I can't really say much against it, to be honest. Yeah, Netflix account sharing is easy. Yeah. Hey, honestly, if they got rid of it, I'd just get rid of Netflix. I don't really have a ton of use for Netflix. I pretty much just binge watch the same shows over and over again in the background when I want background noise. So that's just, yeah, it's just what ends up happening. Smelter. So we created. So that's the steel creation, right? That's what we need to create steel with Foundry. So let's see if we can create our first Foundry to get steel. Have I seen Castlevania? I have not. No, I have not watched the Castlevania on Netflix. Yeah. I used to have Crunchyroll for a little bit. I'd been back and forth on Crunchyroll a couple of times, so I didn't mind that. But then a lot of the anime I ended up being able to get through other means, so I didn't really need it. All right, we're gonna put next month season 4 is coming out. Okay. Yeah, no, I haven't watched it. I'm always up for recommendations. Not to mention the fact that those kinds of things, I would very much like to have Discord watch parties for. Like I'm very much about doing that sort of thing as well. Why? How has this happened? Why aren't I holding my bar anymore? You know, Discord, having like a Discord watch party would be pretty fun. So I'd be totally up for doing that at some point. I'm not streaming. Yes, true. I am not. I am very much not streaming on Monday. I've even been like, could I squeeze in like an IRL stream, which I do want to do at some point. I'm just thinking, nah, I'm not. I don't have a setup for it yet. I just want to. I just, if I choose not to stream, I really need to commit to not streaming. I really need to just hold it. I think that actually works better in reality when you're not trying to force yourself to go back and forth. I think it would be worse me saying I'm not going to stream and then turn around and actually do stream. I think it catches people off guard a little bit. It makes it a little bit too inconsistent. So I give people plenty of warning. I give more warning on Monday as well. So I'm not sorry, on Friday during Jackbox that I'm not streaming. All right, we need to do steel. So let's get rid of this stuff. I don't need this anymore. What we need to do now is we need to do foundry. So I need a production of that. I need conveyor belts. So I probably need 100. Let's go with 100. Does that work? 100. We need probably an assembler. Probably need 2 assemblers. Let's go with 200. You're back. Nice. We need to do, well, yeah, Monday's free if you want to take it. I'm not obviously not going to stream. I need foundry. I need a conveyor belt. I need an assembler. Do I need miners? No, I don't think so. I should be able to do it. Time to take over from me. Yeah, you'll have such a blast on your first stream that you'll kick me out of my Mondays. No more solos. I'd actually be okay with it. If you did a weekday stream and you did like a Monday and you wanted to have a Monday, I'd be happy to go like Tuesday, Friday, Wednesday, Friday, and then maybe a weekend, like a Saturday or Sunday night or something, or a Saturday day. That would be fine. I could change it up slightly, but at the moment I'm still okay with Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Biomass burner. I just wish I had more time. I wish I didn't have to work so early. Cause tomorrow I have to go to the office, so I need to be up a bit early. And it's what 10 to 12 now. I can probably go tiny little bit overtime. I don't really want to go overtime too much, but I wouldn't mind being able to stream a bit more consistently to 1 a.m. The problem is, a perfectionist. There is many things I would need to set up perfectly before you're okay with stuff doing it. I'm a tiny little bit the same. I'm not. I wouldn't call myself a perfectionist, but I'm definitely someone who's not just like fuck it, let's just do it. I will get to that point eventually, but I like to get things ready to my comfort level, and it was part of the reason I waited so long. Like I wanted to wait until I got lights. I wanted to wait until I got a proper camera. I wanted to wait until I got the microphone that I liked. I spent a couple of weeks on OBS setting things up that I was happy with in advance. Ultimately, the big thing that will either sort of make or break your enthusiasm is yourself. If you go into your first stream and you're not feeling it, you'll get turned off regardless of how good your setup is. Like if you feel awkward or you feel like I wouldn't say you'd feel overwhelmed. You'll probably end up just having us there, but if you feel awkward about it, I don't think your setup's going to help. I think ultimately it's just going to be a. I do have 2. That's good. I could do with more bar production. I really need to go and find another iron ore to increase my bar production. Yeah, 100% agree. Yeah. I remember It's KLOL streams, and we're probably going back 8 or 9 months ago. Actually, probably even longer than that. Probably 10 months ago. Essentially the height of Among Us, and there was this guy that I don't remember his name, but he played with us a few games. He's really good at Among Us, like just dominated at that game, and we rated him, and I think he was a small streamer as well. Probably only had 2 people or 3 people, but you watched him and he was very. he came across a bit of a dick, like just a bit up himself, like really kind of looked as though he knew he was really good. And he's I remember his stream title was something along the lines of like 1,000 wins in Among Us or some shit. And he was good. He was very good. Like I watched him play. I think maybe 5 minutes before I left. And I think because we rated him, I followed him, and I ended up unfollowing him because I was like, nah, man, I'm not gonna ever come back to this stream. So I don't want to follow even out of politeness. And you just watched him. He acted really. You won't remember who he was. He wasn't around for very much. It was only when we played Among Us, and that was it. And it's not the guy. I don't think it was a guy that played with us on. He might have played with us on voice chat. There was a couple of people who played with us on voice chat who were actually pretty good. I thought they were reasonably nice. They weren't streamers though, but this guy was a streamer, and he's just a dick. Just not a talker. Not a very good talker. When he did talk, he was, you know, his tone was very much of a "I'm better than you" kind of tone. It's just not one that was built for stream. Not at all. Not one for stream. Not one for radio. Whatever, you know. Dark and for what it's worth, he didn't have a good setup. His camera was dark. Wasn't set up very well at all. So that didn't redeem him either. So ultimately, I think even if he had that, I wouldn't have watched. Because you know, some personalities I think aren't necessarily built for streaming. You can potentially, but you definitely have the odds stacked against you if you don't have the personality for it. Look, I mean, you know, without, I'm not going to say it, but there is a certain type of streamer who gets away with not needing as much of a personality as others. I'll let you work that out for yourselves. I do believe that. Don't necessarily have a problem with it, but I do believe it. No. Think about it for yourself. Don't. It's not XQC. I don't know what people see in XQC, to be honest with you. But yes. EQ said it. Yes. And look, look, I obviously don't think that about all of the streamers, all of those kinds of streamers. Some are great. Some I watch some. I genuinely watch some streamers for their personality and their content. You know, no quotes, no quote unquote content. Like some of them do good IRL streams, like really fun IRL streams. I quite enjoy it. Yeah, they are absolutely they're based, 100%. I completely agree. Some aren't though, and some aren't, and some can get away with that. That's the difference. Yeah, plenty great. I completely agree with you, EQ. One solid. So we're still going with the biofuel consumption. I'm curious as to whether we maintain what happens once these biofuels start to run out, and whether we're still not going well enough with whether I need to up the coal production. I'm curious as to whether I go over there and I see that it's like completely fucking polluted. The ones that aren't tend not to be true. Okay, that's quirky. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the pretenders, right? Okay. What am I doing? I've set myself up here. I need 10. I've set myself up for a foundry. I've set myself up for 2 assemblers, and I've set myself up for 200 conveyor belts. I need 10 modular frames, so I need to go and pick up these modular frames out of the box. Let's go and create ourselves an assembler, and let's see if we can do steel production. We've got 5 minutes. Let's see. Let's make that our last task of the night. Let's see if we can create an input for steel, and then I think we'll be done, and we'll work out what we're doing next time. So I need 30. We just need 30, right? So we're gonna go and do a foundry. So to make steel, and hence natural entertaining. Base skills pretending to be quirky, cringe. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, there are some good ones. There are some good cosplayers. There are some good. I'm not necessarily convinced about hot tub streamers. Not really. I don't really find that to be very interesting. But a lot of IRL streamers are awesome. You know, both men and women. And I have plenty that I tune into Breather. that I really enjoy their IRL streams for. No, it has to be a goal. So whatever it is I do, I did before because we hit our March goal, March sub goal. So we have to hit our April sub goal for me to do anything. And if we don't, then we're not doing anything. I'm willing to do cosplay if that's the goal, but I'm also open to other ideas. Just pay the D-Bucks. Yes, the D-Bucks only allows you to choose an existing costume, not a new one. I won't do a new cosplay, but I'll do an existing one. So that's what that is. I'll only do the Teletubby costume or the hat. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's on purpose. I can't afford for you all to redeem 50,000 and then I have to go and purchase another costume. I have to make it at least a little bit of a financial thing for me. How about you send me one? Hey, if you want. If you want. I'm not guaranteeing I'm going to wear it. You can't just send me anything. Alright, who we got here? Twitter follow. Oh, God. Candace Owens. Really, dude? Fucking hell. God, she's insufferable, man. God. I know. Yeah, not just some right winger. Like she's the one of the dumbest. There are some real dumb right wingers, and she's up there with some of the dumbest. Search for Hitler costume. Yeah, I'll be surprised if they sell it. I don't think Amazon would sell it, to be honest. But yeah, no, definitely not. Look, I'll wear one if you give it to me. You might want to give me a heads up what it is, so I can tell you if I won't, because I have no issues with turning it down, even if you send it to me for free. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Fuck, where am I gonna do steel production? Do I need to go back and get myself some concrete? I've got this whole section here that's kind of flat that I could use. They don't have one. Yeah, good. That's kind of what I expected. All right, let's create a foundry. Let's just put it here. Let's see how we go. Steel ingot. I need coal. Ooh. Alternate copper alloy. I need coal for. I know it. I knew I needed coal for steel. Of course, I need coal for steel. I need more iron ore. Fuck. All right. I actually don't think we're gonna do this today. I think what we need to do. I think what I need to do is I need to do foundation. I'm gonna have to create the steel probably over here. So what I'm gonna do is let's add in a couple of things. Let's add in a bunch of foundation. Let's do a high foundation. Let's go with 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 square meters. No, they're 8x4. Shit, they're huge. Let's do 50. Let's do 100. And then we need ramps. Let's do 50 ramps. Let's do that foundation. Yeah, it's 8x4. These look square. That looks square, right? Oh, as in it's 4 high. Oh shit, that's my bad. It's 4 high, 8 wide. So actually, yeah, 8x4. I don't know why it does it like that. It does depth by length. Yeah, so 8x1. So no, so this is if this is an 8x8, and we have 100 of them, we're going to have a pretty big foundation. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to look. Look, I'd wear it, but you have to hit the goal. No, okay, I'd wear it if you didn't hit the goal. Fine. If you got it for me, I don't know if you have my address, but if you got it for me, I would wear it. Where would I put the tail? Because obviously, where would I put the tail? I'm not wearing the tail. Yeah, I'll dress up. I'd probably forgo the tail. Who said it was a tail? Come on. It's a whip. Yeah, the tail goes inside. It does say it's a kid's costume. It said it's a baby's, kids, and adults costume, so I certainly hope not. God. you'd go with the Tiger. They've got a bunch of variety here. They've got a lot of time. Look, if you bought it for me, I'd briefly wear it. Buy beware though. I might wear it for 10 minutes and then I'd take it off. It'd still be funny. I guess you get your pictures. You're just looking at the cheapest shit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I have doxed my address before, so I don't know if you wrote it down. Yeah, more costumes apparently. All right, so let's do like, going back to this. Let's do foundation. So we're gonna do subscribers get more Doom Bucks? They get more channel points. Yes, you do get a channel points multiplier. Doom Bucks and D-Bucks are the same thing, by the way. D-Bucks and Doom Bucks. So you don't get more of the non-channel points one, but yes, yeah, as SP Chronum says, tier 1 is 1.2. That's correct. Yeah, so you get that's your multiplier for D-Bucks. Tier 3 I think is 2 or 1.8 or something. Yeah, SP's got it right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 2 times, which is a bit shit to be honest, because given that a tier 3 sub costs like $45 a month, you'd think it'd be better than fucking 2 times. Given that's nearly 6 times the amount of money as a tier 1, you would hope for fucking 6 times the amount of channel points, or at least 3 times. Fucking Twitch. Sometimes, I'll tell you what. Okay, we need to do concrete. So we need to do you know what I'm gonna do? I closed my notepad, didn't I? Fuck. So we need to do steel production. We need to do foundation. And so we got foundation, all good. We've got. Do we need to do another coal generator? I don't think we need to do another coal generator, but we need a lot of conveyor belts. We need probably more than 200, to be honest. We need probably 300 conveyor belts. And we need a couple of splitters. We need some splitters. We need maybe 5. We need not 40 splitters. Maybe 10 splitters, and maybe 10 mergers. Do you have the tool to zip line on your pallet? No, I don't. I don't really know where to get that. Time for us to swat him. Oh god. Yeah, I regret that at some point. I regret doxing myself. We don't have enough enemies yet to warrant us needing like walls and guns and stuff at the moment. I'm sure that'll come at some point though. I haven't even needed any. I haven't had any need for stackable conveyors. Don't worry, EQ will keep it a secret. Yeah, okay. Did you write it down, Zeta? Did you write it down, clip it, and found out? I know when I doxed myself. I doxed myself during the Teletubby stream, and I showed my Pizza Hut website, and it had my delivery address on it. But I deleted that out of the VOD. So unless you downloaded the VOD, which I hope you didn't. You didn't. No, I know. I actually have the ability to check clips. Actually, something I want you all to do a bit more of though is take clips. The mods have it. Yes. Yeah, fine. Yes, I remember. The mods have it the other way. Yeah. I think clipping is really good. Clipping, I think, is something you should do more of. That's how we get more people in. I'm gonna create another lookout tower. So let's put a lookout tower there, because we need to do one over here so I get a better look over that way. I think that's it. We need to start getting ready for the next thing, which is the phase 2 space elevator. So that's going to take us a bit of time. I think hypertubes is a good milestone for us to go with at the moment. The hypertube at the moment is really only going to get us a hypertube that takes me from here to the coal. I don't really know where. Maybe from here up to that hill up there. That's probably where we want to go. But you've not done anything for me that I believe is clip worthy. Yeah, no, fair enough. You don't have to. Yeah, don't have to clip everything. But yeah, if you ever find something that you feel is clippable, then by all means, please clip. I'm always over it, and I'll delete the clip if I don't like the clip. So you don't have to worry about that part. You don't have to ask for permission or anything like that. Yeah. Get wrecked. I'm trying to acknowledge it. I'm trying not to acknowledge that he said something really mean. All right, I'm trying to move past it so I don't get bullied. All right, leave me alone. That's not fair. All right, shut up. No, okay, that's fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We move on. I think we're good. I'm sort of running around here trying to think of something else to build. I don't think there's anything else to build here at the moment. We need to do steel. Next one. Maybe what we can do, have a think about, is creating an outpost with a craft bench and equipment workshop. Like, we can create another hub. The Hardy factory is where you complete fixed milestones. Can I create a second one of them? No, I can't. Look at it. It requires 1 hub parts, which I don't have. So how would I create an outpost? Then, how would you do that? I do have the ability to create a craft bench. All right, well, let's do that then. Let's actually do some foundry stuff. Ruby, what is this? You weren't trying to be mean. Oh, whatever. Yeah, I'd probably wear this. This is kind of funny. I don't know if this would fit me very well. I might. This might be one that we might need to do. Maybe we do that one E-kill as a sub goal, and we do that one after I hit my goal weight. When it fits me a bit better. Yeah, that's kind of funny. An MC hammer pants. Alright, I'm gonna call it here, I think. I don't really have anything I want to do today because we've got I think, to summarize, we've managed to do what I finally got to do, which is create coal. So we got the coal energy production, which is a massive benefit for us for this factory. I've now got them going, so that's fine. We now have the ability to get steel, but we haven't started getting steel yet, so I need to do that. We have the ability to create vehicles, and I don't have vehicles yet. I realized afterwards that there's not really much benefit for it. I've got a ton of screws that are sitting in the waywood that aren't really being utilized properly, so we need to utilize screws a bit better. I did increase marbles slightly, yes. I wanted to make it more worthwhile. I wanted to, as EA would say, give you a sense of accomplishment. I increased the microtransaction amount. Yeah. A sense of pride and accomplishment for being able to redeem marbles. Alright. Alright, let's save it. I think we're good. I am still really enjoying this game. Even though the power thing was a bit of a bitch. I still like it. Exit to desktop. Okay. Let me. Yeah, we can play marbles if you want to play marbles. I don't mind. I'm okay to do that. So Satisfactory next streams. We need to do steel production. We need to do a hyper. What is it called? What did they call it? Hyperloop, whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, it's cheap, too cheap. You have enough, Zeta. Don't let us think you don't have enough. And we need to do phase 2 space elevator. So these are not necessarily next stream, but these are the things that we need to do. And I think connect up the. You can't see channel points. No, I don't know if I can see channel points or not. In my stream analytics, I actually have it open here. Let me have a look. Content, viewer rewards, channel points. Do I have the ability to see any analytics on channel points? No, I don't. I thought I did. I thought they had slightly improved the ability to see, because they even have the ability to have smart costs which scale based on audience amount. Which, why wouldn't you tell me? Like, why wouldn't you at least tell me the average? Seems silly. You're no longer subscribed. Yeah, but it's still only a one. You still get a 1 times multiplier. Like, you're not earning that much fewer. How much money do you get from the sub? It's about 50-50. So I can mention it. I can mention it because I don't think there's a restriction on me mentioning it for affiliates. There is for partners, but if I go to my analytics, you being a Prime subscriber, I get $2.40. That's what I get from a Prime sub. It is slightly higher than a paid sub. No, I get more. No, you get more. It's slightly more. Yeah, I've only got one paid sub that is not a gift at the moment, and it's 10 cents less than the Prime. I think it does make sense because they want to drive promotion of Amazon Prime. So this is that reverse part, right? This is how they reverse it. What they hope is that I tell you this. I tell you that I get Prime more money out of Prime. Because if I know that I get more money out of Prime subs, then I know that they know that I'm gonna want to advertise Prime as being something I want. So it's actually, I think when you're a partner, you get you get an even better deal on Prime. I mean, actually, big partners can be so influential with Twitch. You can get 100% of the sub revenue from it. They'll pay 100%. You pay $6.99. Yeah. And so yeah, that's not even actually that doesn't make sense because they do say I should get 50%. It should be 50-50 unless they're probably already taking out tax. So they'll take 50% revenue, then take tax out for me. How does Twitch benefit then when they have a 100% cut? What, they don't have a 100% cut. They have a 50% cut. They get 50%. I get 50%, and then I think they take taxes on my part, based on the Australian tax rates. For partners. Sorry. Yeah, for partners. So if Prime is 50-50, how much for non-Prime? You know what? Paid might be 50-50, Prime might be slightly higher. Yeah. So here, looking at one Prime sub, 237. Looking at one paid sub, 227. So it's literally 10 cents. So that might be, yeah, it might be 30% or something like that. So to answer your question, Zeta, the reason it benefits Twitch is because generally as part of the contract they'll mandate that partner play ads. So if you as a streamer has 10,000 viewers on average, then Twitch is making money off the advertisement because they'll get a substantially greater advertisement revenue. They'll even still be able to give you the standard revenue for ads, but they earn tons of money on ads themselves without even having to give a cut to the streamer. So that's where they get their money. They get money from exposure to the platform through having a large streamer that's worth a lot of money. Twitch having Ninja, Twitch having Pokimane, is huge for them. If YouTube got Pokimane and YouTube got Ninja, it would be big. It would be big. Similar to how it was for Mixer, right? It was big. It wasn't huge, but it was still big. And so it pays for them to have those big streamers there. They're influencers. They bring in the people. So it makes sense that you want to give them a extra. Yeah, Rip Mixer. Mixer, I'm really, really disappointed with Mixer. I don't know if I ever would have streamed there, but I'm really disappointed that Nintendo didn't give it a proper chance. They really handled it poorly. Paying. I think personally, I'm not a CEO executive, so I'm sort of talking out my ass here. Let me just finish this up. I think connect up the screws to rest of factory. So I think that Microsoft fucked it up. Oh, hey Tasmania, welcome. We're just about done. Welcome, Tazia. Hope you're doing well. Good morning. We're just talking about Mixer. You said you get Discord from. You said you get a Discord from making a Twitch account. No. You get a Discord. No, you get your own Discord channel for making a Discord account. That's what I mean. Not for making a Twitch account. But Twitch has Discord has native Twitch integration. Yeah. So that's what I was talking about. Is that you have the ability to integrate multiple Twitches or a single Twitch into a single Discord account. You just woke up. Ah, nice. You actually slept in a bit. That's good. Good job. Been sleeping a bit late the last few days. As long as it's good sleep though. You do wonder how Amazon will react when Microsoft buys Discord. Yeah, I don't think I think it's again, I think it's Twitch's best interest to leave the Discord integration. I don't think it's better for them. You do wonder how much Amazon will want to make their own Discord like product. That they might do. That they might do. It's still only 7 a.m. Ah, well, you're still doing better than me, to be honest. I didn't wake up this morning until 9:30. That's when I had my first meeting. So that's when I woke up. What was I gonna say? About Mixer. Yeah, so what I think Microsoft should have done is not focus on the big players. I think what they should have done is rather than paying the ninjas, the who else did they get? They got they got Ninja, they got another couple. They got Shroud. They got Shroud to go over too. For a big figure. I think what they should have done instead of that is that they should have aimed more mid-range. They should have taken streamers who have like a 1 to 2,000 following, like an average viewership, and pay them a substantially less amount of money, like still a fantastic amount of money, because they paid Ninja like $30 million or something for just a 2-year contract, something ridiculous. You could have gone to a streamer that had a 1,000 average. You could have given him $1 million, and you could have gotten 30 of them. You could have easily that would have been an instant diversification of your content. You would have still been able to bring over probably half of those people that they had, so maybe 15,000 people. You would have then 15,000 diverse people from the streamers that you had gotten. It would cost you the same amount of money, and that was only for one streamer. That's only the amount of money you paid Ninja. It's nice that Mixer closed down and Microsoft had to pay them out early. It is great for them, yeah, absolutely. They made an absolute fucking mint. The sheer luck on that business decision is ridiculous. That they then were able to break the contract, come back and keep their payout from it. That's crazy. No, and it's not. EQ's right. It's not. The competition, losing that competition is bad. That's really bad. Because now Twitch doesn't have an incentive to improve. And there are a lot of things that they need to improve on. There's some really terrible things about Twitch that just don't work properly. You know, for example, the encoding, you know, the stream quality and support there, it's really bad. They would have been way better if you know, one of them had jumped onto 4K or something like that. No, nothing like that. Nothing like that, Zeta. Nothing really like that. I don't think from a business perspective that's really the problem. The issue, the rules is a problem. So like the way that they moderate their community is an issue, and the way they sort of sit on the fence for some things and not the others, and the way they consistently manage the rules. I don't think that's anything to do with like an SJW thing. It's nothing to do with that. It's just bad business. It's bad support. I actually talked to someone on the internet about it, and to me, the issue is not the any kind of like bias in people's thoughts around enforcing the rules. Probably what it is, it's really poor structure internally. So what they would have is that they would have a first level reviewer who takes a complaint and applies a rule to it, and they would have a bias. They'd have a slight interpretation. The issue then is what happens after that, because then you would have a level 2 reviewer, and a level 2 reviewer is probably the ones who start dealing with appeals. And then what happens? What I think the problem is that you would have Twitch that have plenty of first level reviewers, but they probably outsource that, and they probably don't have very many level 2 and level 3 reviewers, perhaps the ones who deal with appeals. And what you probably have is you probably have single people, single level 1 reviewers who are taking probably sections of streams and probably get the same streamers over and over again, and they then applying the same interpretation of the rules on the same streamers, and therefore that's why you're getting single streamers who might be banned for like a week, and then you're getting other streamers who only get bans for 3 days for what seemingly seems like the same infringement. It's not. I think a lot of people get lost in this idea that there's some kind of vendetta against certain streamers. I just don't think. I don't think anyone in Twitch has that. I don't think they have the time. I don't think they have the capability. I think what's happened here is that streaming on Twitch went up something like 80 or 90% last year, some absurd amount, and that's on top of growth that happened the year prior, where it was like another 70% and another 60%. They've grown larger than they can handle, and that's the issue. Is that they just don't have the revenue behind them to be able to just throw people at a problem, and that's where I think that's where the big challenge is. It's not what people on live stream fail say. Like it's not SJW stuff. It's not Twitch protecting the girls. I don't think it has anything to do with that at all. It's all process related, and it's all them being unable to scale probably what they had as original processes into a model that can keep up with the growth for Twitch streamers. They moved to their holistic model of managing the rules. I think specifically for this reason, specifically because it's easier then to allow your level 1 reviewers to have interpretation, because then they're not sitting there having to go through very strict definitions of the rules, taking longer to actually work out whether someone has broken the rules or not. They were giving them the freedom, probably internally, to actually look at each individual case and say, use judgment, use common sense. If you think it's breaking the rules, it probably did. Let's ban them first, and then let them go through the appeals process through to level 2. And therefore you're spreading that process across more people. It's bad for the end user. It's bad for the streamer, but for Twitch it actually works out better, because then you're not leaving that decision up to a single person to be definitive decider of the outcome of that ban, right? Now to go back to that point with Mixer, that means that because they're the only player other than YouTube, basically, and YouTube's not really anywhere near, or Facebook gaming, they don't have an incentive to improve, because where else are these streamers going to go? They're not going to go to YouTube. They can't just pick up and then send their YouTube people. They send their people all the way to YouTube. They don't follow. You look at Ninja, or you look at Shroud. When Shroud was on Twitch, he had 50,000, 70,000 people per stream watching him play Valorant or whatever it was he was playing, Fortnite. He left, went to Mixer. He was struggling to get 1,500. He got paid $30 million, and he was struggling to get more than 1,500 people. And that's kind of it, right? Like it's a mixture of Mixer couldn't bring them over for individuals. When it comes to a company like that, it's best to ban 10 good people for the sake of getting one bad person offline as soon as possible. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. It's kind of the opposite of the whole idea of capital punishment, right? You'd rather let 10 people go free than kill one innocent person. For them, it's kind of the opposite. They'd rather, for the PR, get rid of 10 good people, as long as they get rid of the one that's giving them the bad PR. Because those 10 streamers probably only get 30, 40 viewers, and those 400 viewers are easily met by one other streamer. Not to mention the fact that you ban that streamer, there'll be a few people online who are kicking up a stink about it, but in reality, most of them have moved on. The viewers moved on somewhere else. They've gone to watch it. I would do that. Honestly, I wouldn't even know, because the way that Twitch handles bans is that they just drop off the list. You don't know. You don't know unless you actually actively go to their channel, or you see it online on a third party site like Livestream Fail. That's how they handle it. I think it's pretty bad. Well, welcome to what is best for the people versus what is best for the company. Yeah, I agree. I think that part's really bad about Twitch is that you become persona non grata, and you can see that in other areas. If you are banned, you cannot at all be seen on another stream. You can't even really be talked about. I can't talk about one streamer has first letter D, right? That got banned last year. I can't even talk about them because I could get banned. I'm not going to say it. All right, and that's not good for Twitch to be able to do that. To have such absolute power that you can make someone persona non grata like that, that they're dead to the whole platform. Not even the world works like that, right? Yeah, and that's because Twitch has that power. That's because companies like Mixer left. And yeah, anyway, the Mixer, I think personally, Mixer mishandled it. They would have been better off. They would have been better off taking tighter communities. A good example would be a community like Fusely. So Fusely, if you look to older companies about this issue, the advice would be to control your own platform. Yeah, and from a business perspective, I actually don't think that's a bad thing. Like I think that is at the moment the best way for you to go about it. I think someone being let go on Twitch who is causing a big issue for Twitch, I think from a business perspective is bad. That they are you serious, dude? Fuck's sake! I did reduce the amount of these. You can stream. You can. Oh, fucking Tucker. He's such a. I hate the look on Tucker Carlson's face. He just looks like he doesn't get anything in life. All right. Let me just show this up to prove it. There's your follow. There you go. Good job. Fucking Tucker Carlson. Anyway, I think so. A streamer like Fusely, for example, has a very tight knit community. She's very popular, and she's actually exploded over the last 6 or 7 months. She's getting like 15,000 to 30,000 viewers now per stream. Before that, though, she wasn't. So she was getting probably 1,500 to 2,000 per stream. But they were all dedicated. They weren't there. They were there for the personality. They weren't there for the gameplay. The next will be left essential. Oh, it doesn't matter. You can do whoever you like. This is where having your own website is far better than relying on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube for your own business. Yes, it does. Agree entirely. Need to balance the right wing of followers. Yeah. So taking a community who were there for the personality and taking them to Mixer, I think would have garnered Mixer a substantially better return. Because what they did is they took streamers who were good at gameplay, like Shroud and Ninja, and took them. The people didn't come because they weren't really there for Ninja. They weren't there for Shroud. They were there to watch pros play games. And there is no shortage of those on Twitch. They all left and went to other streamers who were good. And you've seen, if you follow it, you can see where others have become better, have become bigger as a result of those streamers leaving the platform and heading off. And so that's personally what I think. I think that Mixer would have done a lot better by, rather than taking, say, 2 or 3 big streamers, taking 20 to 50 personalities, throwing $1 million at them each, because none of them would have declined that for $1 million for a 2 to 3 year contract on Mixer, and drag the communities with them. Drag the personalities over, drag the communities with them. You would have had a diversified audience to advertise to. You would have had a committed audience to that streamer. You would have had avenue for plenty of growth for someone who was still a small streamer, and you would have had 50 bigger streamers rather than 2, 3. At the end of the day, they were mid range by that point on Mixer. Anyway, there's my rant. That's my business. There's my business degree. Working for you. Mix, feel free, Microsoft, if you want to reach out to me. We'll chat. All right. So yeah. Anyway, I think you can borderline summarize it as like executives didn't understand it. They didn't understand the culture. They didn't understand what they were doing. They just saw that someone could get 150,000 viewers and be like, we need them. No, I don't think that was the right approach. Though I agree with you, I would take it one further, and rather than get a few or still quite a lot, simply pay new streamers more than what Twitch does. Yeah. I agree with that entirely. You would get maybe a bonus for those who start on the platform early on. Yeah, I agree. That would be a follow-up strategy to build on an initial intake of people. Yes, 100%. Give the streamers something better than what Twitch is offering, especially the partners, and you will absolutely get more. And Microsoft just failed on all these fronts. They just didn't know, and they couldn't articulate to themselves what built a big community like Twitch. And it doesn't, it's not the platform as much as people think it is. It is somewhat. There is parts of the platform that you cannot be without. In my opinion, you cannot go without the ability to do some kind of cheering, and you can't go without the ability to do an emote. If you have no emotes and no third-party emote integration and no cheering, it's going to fail, right? But beyond that, most of it's a given, right? You don't need it. You don't desperately need it. You need the people, and they didn't go for enough people. They went too few. At the end of the day, new personalities can be made far cheaper than buying ones that have already been made. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think there's a very popular marketing strategy that is essentially that it is substantially, and I think it does apply here, that it is substantially cheaper to keep the customers you have than it is to buy new customers. And in this case, the customers is not the streamer, the customer is the viewer. And being able to buy a streamer that brings their own customers over, I think is worth more than trying to create a streamer that will then bring create their own community. I think both, you need to do both. You need to get both going. So you need your grassroots mixer natives, and you need to bring the communities over from the other side. But I don't think the natives one would have been easier than for them to actually bring people over with streamers, especially if you can sell it to them properly, right? Like if you can sell to an Ez Fund or a Yugi TV or a Ginny or a whoever, Mizkif or something like that. These were mid-range streamers back then, who had dedicated followers. They have dedicated 1,500 to 2,000 followers per stream followings back when Mixer was a thing. And they were there for the personalities. They were there for the content that included those people in it. That they would have been able to bring 50% of them over. A lot of them would have been able to do that. And it was not something that they could have done, that they did with Ninja or Shroud. They just didn't bring them over. And therefore I think that ultimately you would have gotten more out of actually buying those streamers and bringing them than you would have by purely trying to build native mixer streamers pros, right? Because at the end of the day, by doing that, you need to still drive people to the platform, and you're only going to drive people to the platform. And look, I do think they try to do this. You're only going to drive people to the platform by having a good platform plus good word of mouth, good advertising. I do think they try to do that. I think they tried to bring Ninja and Shroud over and get them to filter out to the rest of the platform. It just doesn't work like that. I just don't see that happening so in such a like an isolated short point that could trickle down like that. I think they were going to have a better approach than that, say, giving a broad community across a spectrum of different diversified streamers, and then just giving it enough years for those individuals who are, some are into IRL streams, some are into board games, some are into video games, some are into World of Warcraft, some are into Mario Kart, some are into Satisfactory, to eventually just trickle out and find their little niche of streamers that they liked. Yeah, 3 or 4 streamers, even if that was streamers that existed across that group of people that they had brought over from Twitch, right? So anyway, that's my rant. I hope you enjoyed it. That's my business rant. I honestly love talking about this sort of thing. I really feel like it's something that I want to get a little bit more into as far as talking about variety. I do have business shit on my future. I've got stock spawns and crypto. We need to add business shit. Time for a podcast. I kind of think we should, to be honest. Some people do Twitch podcasts. Like they actually have a legit podcast for it. We could do that, you and me. We could talk business or whatever. We could talk business stream where we talk about, I don't know, business and engineering, video games and business, the proper niche. There really are streamers on this platform that do cover all niches. Like Devin Nash he's a streamer who's popular because he's business guy. talks about business shit all the time. I don't follow him at all. Can't stand him, but he does. But he does do it, right? And he occasionally does variety as well. The stock guy does shares and stocks and stuff, right? So you really can find niches for everything on this platform, which is awesome. So anyway, I think we're gonna call it. I think it's now 12:30. I do need to wake up at about 8:30 early. I bet no 10 to 8, something like that. I don't know. I don't know what time my first meeting is tomorrow, so I have to think about it. Anyway, marbles. Did you redeem marbles? If you didn't redeem marbles, no, we're not playing marbles. Yes, I'm gonna go to sleep. All right. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. I really do. I do enjoy my solo games. I know Satisfactory is starting to probably get a little bit towards the end, but I think we're making some good progress, which keeps it a little bit interesting. Also happy to think about topics if you want my opinion, if you want my sweet hot takes at certain topics, or also happy to consider those as well. Feel free to drop them in the Discord if you want, or just DM me or whatever. This one was far more talking. Yeah, it was. Thank you, Tazzy. I appreciate it. Why don't these come up on this? I don't know why these don't come up here. I have them on. They're not here anyway either. Oh, it doesn't matter. You can hear it. You can hear it. That's fine. It doesn't matter. Yeah, the hot takes any day. Yeah, and you'll get them. You'll get them every time. All right. No, I didn't have everything come up. It's very strange. As long as the audio played, that's fine. It's just yeah. It's supposed to play. It's supposed to play here. Here, I think for this one, alert box. Oh, actually, no. Where is it? Sounds. You know what? I don't even have it. On here. Okay, it's here now. Okay, next time one gets played, it should hopefully be up here. It will come up in the corner. I don't know why I didn't have that one on there. Strange. Doesn't matter. It's been broken. You removed stuff the other day, but didn't even come up. It's been broken for a while. No, well, actually, it didn't though. Yours never came up. You subbed and it never came up in my event activity feed at all. Do you press if you watch Twitch through browser? I think for recurring subs, you have to actually click manually in the chat to alert that you've resubbed, and it comes up when you open the stream for the first time that day. So for you, for example, if you keep opening up my stream like 20 minutes prior and you ignore it, it will possibly be gone by that point. So maybe double check that, because I know that's a bit of a weird thing. There you go. See, there you go. See, you found it. Yeah. Yeah, you can do that because you had already streamed. That's how you get it to come up. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That's how it works for subscribing. You actually have to manually trigger the alert yourself. It's dumb. I agree. It's dumb. I think it's designed for people who want to make sure that they can do it when the streamer is there an alert, because you might have your subscription come up during a bad time. Person's gone. Person's an IRL stream that they're not going to be able to read alerts anyway. So I think that's designed like that, and perhaps it is also to actually get rid of some of the glut that some streamers get when they've got like 20,000 subscribers. So it actually gives the ability to just cut a couple away because people don't do their alerts. Yeah. I think partly makes sense, but partly is also dumb if you don't know, because you only get it. You only get it. There it is. It worked. It's not very loud, is it? There we go. It only comes. Yeah. So it only comes up if you choose it. Anyway, I think we're good. We're gonna get to 1 o'clock before we know it. Back on Wednesday. So if you weren't here earlier on, we're gonna play a couple of new multiplayer games. Reminder: if you are here, we please have a controller. All right, we only have room for one person who doesn't have a controller. And that person's usually SP Cronin, because he's here. But if you want to come play on Wednesdays, please have a controller if you want to do multiplayer Wednesdays. All right, you can do exclamation mark Wednesdays if you want to read a little bit more about it. Don't worry, SP. You'll get your opportunity to be a robot. Don't worry, and we'll still allow you to play if you don't have a controller. Wednesdays. If you want to see more about multiplayer Wednesdays, if you've never been familiar with them before, Thunder Wheels, potentially Drunk Foo, not sure yet. Galato, maybe some classics as well. 14D2 is great. 14D2, all of them are remote play. Yes, all these ones that are on this list are remote play. Absolutely. I made sure to go through. Well, they told me it was. I went through the ones that were specifically remote play. They did tell me it was. One of these is 8-player, so actually has more players if you're around. We'll find out. Obviously, I never played them before, so I don't know yet. I've stalled for a while here. Pummel Party, maybe not this week. Maybe do Pummel Party next week. Oh, I am keen on Pummel Party again. I know I had it on ignore and stuff, but I'm back on it. So don't worry. 8 plays Thunder Wheels. It's a car racing game, top-down car racing game. You race around. One the other day was like 16-player, but only 2 for remote. That's so dumb. It's so dumb. Get these remote play games coming properly. Let's do it. Yeah, and then I got Drunk Foo, which is 4-player, and Glazo, which you mentioned, which is 4-player, right? Yeah, should be. 2v2, like FIFA of old. Looks pretty good, actually, looking at some of these pictures. I'm keen. I loved FIFA. I love playing FIFA with my friends. So if it plays anything like FIFA, I'm all about it. So we'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go because I keep stalling. So I'm gonna let you go. And if you want to. Alright. Baby Shark. Thank you for playing sound bites, I guess. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming. I always appreciate seeing you all. I enjoy my Mondays. I enjoy every night of every stream. I love them for different reasons. I love being able to just sit here and waffle on and talk and shit while I play games and trying to solve problems and whatever. So I do really, really enjoy that. Look forward to seeing you on Wednesday. Just floating around. Come play multiplayer with me on Wednesdays, and then look forward to seeing you on Friday. Reminder again, no stream next Monday. Okay, so I'm taking that day off for it. Nope, you missed out, Zeddy. You wasted your money. So it's on you. I'll refund it. Don't worry. We'll refund it. No, I'll refund it. I can't play now. It's too late. I'm gonna change the rules on Marbles too. Just make sure you're not allowed to play it within the last half hour of the stream. I'll refund you. Don't worry. All right.